1,
It's actually
2,
1,
3.
Happy birthday to you.
What
song did you say?
I don't know the rhythm of
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Matthew, Mike, Chris, Zoe. Happy birthday to you.
No, you get next week.
To you.
Chris.
Have you
World is
hell. Have you ever sang happy birthday before?
Happy birthday.
I could not follow your rhythm
I
at
was so
all.
confused.
Oh my god.
I'm not going to say
Chris,
I'm ashamed, but I'm sorry, guys.
You are not allowed to remove that at any point in time.
No.
I was like, are we just singing the end of the song? 'Cause that's the end of it.
We didn't even say anybody's name.
Cha cha cha.
No excuses.
Oh my
Welcome
god.
to the Witness Guild. This is episode 21. We're going to kick it off real quick with
Wow,
a
how
couple
appropriate.
announcements.
Did we stream the happy birthday song?
Yeah.
We did.
I have to say, I'm watching an anime right now where a character is literally learning how to become human and how to talk, and you sounded like that character. Like you didn't know how to say.
How do I birthday?
Yeah, basically.
No comment. Yeah, so only a couple announcements. If you like our artwork, which I'll transition to a better screen so you can actually see our artwork. If you like our artwork below me, you can go on Instagram to nymptea.art. That's NYMTEA.ART. She makes some dope ass art. The artwork that you will see for our characters, that is all done by Nymptea. Outside of that, we have false life dice sitting on our table together here.
Couple
That's
sets
very
left. We're gonna be doing a giveaway soon. We have Devin made this beautiful chunk that's got a unicorn skull, and of course it's undead because false life dice. What do you expect? But it's gorgeous, and we're gonna do a giveaway soon for that.
What did you name it again? It was.
Yeah, what'd you name it?
Immortal Decay.
Yes.
Immortal Decay, yes.
Yeah.
That's a misnomer.
It did look really cool too. It's got a unicorn, the undead unicorn. Yeah, good luck with that giveaway if you want to go.
It's not supposed to be dead.
If you want to go check out that giveaway.
It's not up yet.
Instagram,
It'll be part of a
You can,
multi-artist giveaway.
check it out at False Life. Nice.
Yeah, we have photos posted. We'll do the giveaway soon. We'll announce that.
Outside of that, I think we're gonna just go ahead and jump into tonight's episode and continue on our ride as Orcus descends upon you.
Yep.
Welcome to the guild. The world of Ethway and its 16 regions are a battlefield of chaos. Those that can bring stabilization to this world are known as heroes. The ones fighting for this title today are Voltaire, a true adventurer with a love for combat, looking to help where he can. Nazlith, a shy elf with an affinity for fortune and magic. Budanik, the master artificer. He has two passions, tinkering and being the best. And finally, Willow and Emberly, the divine twins. These Genasi sisters have mastered the art of elemental fighting and protect their kingdom at all costs. Together, this is a powerful group. Will they fight the chaos of Ethway and prevail, or fall one by one? Find out this week on The Witness Guild.
Ham's way of being like, everything that you just said, fuck you.
Your ideas are stupid. You should feel
welcome
stupid.
back. Yes, there was a lot of attempting to bribe the DM over the intro there. However, where we left off, you guys currently are in.
A fight for our lives.
Well, you're right outside of Groundsfire.
Are we?
Yeah.
Are we?
Emberly
I
died
didn't know
probably
that.
about
Fuck
I
off.
don't know week and a half ago now, maybe 2 weeks.
Has it been that short of time?
I will find a
Seems
way
like
to fuck you up, Chris.
8 eons ago.
You guys have made your way to Groundspire. You have entered the battle. As you know, Groundspire was taken over as you were leaving. As you entered this battle, you first fought the Demigorgon, who you guys handled pretty well.
He's
I would
dead.
say.
I think.
Dude,
How's that
freaking
going?
Godowding, like, slave.
You guys did very.
I did like 30 points of damage.
That was the perfect damage, though. It was just the way you did it. Shove and take mine.
On top of that, as Garyon is chugging away doing his damage, as he also did pretty well, you guys have managed to keep him alive, as most of the focus has been on him.
Is he back to full health yet?
Not
No,
even
not yet.
close.
I thought I healed the fuck out of
Nor can
him.
he get to full health due to the fact that the Demigorgon hit him.
I'll say he's at his full that he can
failed.
be, right?
Um,
Because like the last thing I did was came up and I gave him my hands 75 points of healing.
Yeah, he should be healed up to the point that he can be.
he has been hit one time since you guys last hit him. You guys brought down the Demigorgon. As you brought down the Demigorgon, in came a very familiar green Dracolich.
Who's almost dead.
Well, is dead and then is also
What's
not.
the thing on his back?
That is Willow's,
Oh, right. The sexy angel
The
chick.
celestial.
yes, celestial being on top.
Is that
of
a
it.
demon?
Yes,
That does
yeah.
not.
It's actually not a demon.
Demons
It's
are
a little-
sexy.
It's a little cold.
Oh, they are.
Um,
But like, no.
She's
You ever
supposed to
seen
be
you
heavenly.
guys are
Like the
Bedeviled or Bedazzled, Bejeweled?
Bedazzled.
Bedazzled.
Is it Bedazzled?
Yeah.
With
Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Vanessa.
Hutchinson.
No, she was Vanessa in Austin Powers.
I don't know what you're talking about, but that doesn't have anything to do with this. You
She was a
are
demon. She was really hot.
She was the devil.
currently
Yeah.
surrounded in this canyon still. Orcus is making his descent down as
This
we
is
last left off. From a world view,
Bunch of mushrooms right.
currently underneath you guys, not to your knowledge, would be large swaths of undead, enslaved armies that are marching upon certain cities inside of Baphomet's symbol, which is now imprinted on Pragnil, the whole region.
What's Pragnil?
It's like the country that we're in.
Like
Pragnil would
Maricopa
be
or
like-
something?
It would be
No,
more like
like
the
Arizona.
continent-esque.
Oh, that's the first time I even heard of
It is the
Pragnil.
large region
Okay.
that all of these cities reside, or nations, I should say, reside in. Every ounce of purple fungus on the planet right now would be a couple hundred feet up in the air, traveling in your guys' direction as these armies are dispersing.
We're gonna have to fight three of them.
You are kind of unsure of what kind of chaos
ready
is
to die.
breaking out in what cities at this moment, but surely there is chaos breaking out in some cities at this moment.
Don't call me Shirley.
That movie turned like 50 today.
As Orcus descends, we will pick up
Striker.
where we left off.
Was it the map's turn?
Roger, Roger.
It is the map's turn. Let's get on a little bit of battle.
I literally
music
wrote
here.
3 things from last time.
I know,
because we've been
right?
battling.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah, we
Bad
had-
shit happened. Everybody's dying.
Elizabeth Hurley.
Working on Dracolich. Orcus
Still
is
insane,
hovering.
yeah. Hasn't aged a day. What the hell?
She's the devil,
It's true.
and I would let her be my devil.
Anywho, as we pick up where we left off, the map is up. After that, it's going to be Voltaire and then Willow. So prepare yourselves.
Willow takes out a dagger and slits her throat.
I
Is
guess
that good soup? Question mark.
Orcus is currently making his descent down. He is now on my right-hand side of the battle map. You will watch as his bracers light up bright gold. As they do, I'm going to need Willow and Voltaire to make dexterity saves for me. I'm also going to go ahead and remove
I thought we did make that before we left, but
The
I could be.
Demigorgon.
the Demigorgon so we can see the rest of the battle map.
Can we just say he
No.
got swallowed by the dirt?
He's going to be there. Nope, he's still there. It's going to be rough terrain to get over him.
Do we have a ring that we can maybe put down in his place?
If I need, I will pick him up and lay him down. If we have any
Inappropriate.
kind of checking we need to do.
I don't like it.
What is your guys' dexterity saves?
8.
I rolled a 12. However, I'm going to use my Ring of Evasion, one of my charges, and I'm going to choose to succeed.
Okay. Yes, and as you evade, you rolled an 8.
What's the save on that, if I may ask?
17.
I will not do my bonus action.
Is she within 10 feet of me?
Or my reaction.
She is.
You get +3.
Doesn't help.
That'd be
To 11.
Yeah.
Your 11 fails.
So we can get her as 15.
With an 11, you are going to take 12 points of damage. Your succeed is going to take 6 points of damage as a rock comes thundering out of the ground from underneath of you, launching throughout the air. Unlike the pylons that were coming out, this one seems to just like
you
pick
took
up
the
out of the
12
ground and
points
launch
Oh, come
into God knows where.
I'm okay.
Out of your sight in this dimly lit, very frosty night. And as Orcus makes his descent down, you will notice that it is getting remarkably colder.
Is it
That
really?
is going to end the map's turn. Voltaire, what are you doing?
It's getting colder?
Yes.
That's fantastic. Thank you.
Get that. I hope,
What?
please.
Okay.
Something good.
Interesting thought there, baby Nick. Okay. So I'm going to try and take my movement to scramble up to the Dragolich.
Okay.
And as I'm making that movement, before I get to climb, I'm going to stow my +1 glaive, and I'm going to pull out my flame tongue greatsword, and I'm going to say, "Sparkle, sparkle," and it's going to burst into flames.
So you're going to run towards the Dracolich.
Yes, I'd like to climb up and engage it.
15 to get to the rock.
I'd like to get to where I can hit it.
I will say the rock is about 5 feet tall, so at the base of the rock with your 10 feet reach, you can hit just the edge of it. If you
I
want to
must
climb
say-
the rock, and if you have your sword, you need to climb the rock.
Yeah.
That's going to take 10 feet of movement. That's 25 feet of movement total. As you climb the rock, and you are now standing right at its chest, basically, in its right paw. As you take out your sword, what are you doing?
Like I said, as I ran up, I yelled, "Sparkle, sparkle," and it burst into flames.
Perfect.
And also, I'm going to take a bonus action, and I'm going to cast. How many spell slots do I have? It's not much.
Who are you attacking?
I'm going to cast.
Are we hitting Orcus or
I'm hitting-
the Dracolich?
Dragolich, yeah. Because Orcus is too far, right? I'm assuming.
Yes.
Like,
How far away is
Very
Orcus
far.
right now?
I'm going to cast.
Orcus is probably about 400 feet from you guys right now.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Spirit Shroud, and in between the red flames on my sword, you're going to see bright white light start to glow into existence too, as it gains a radiant energy burning around it, and I'm going to now attack it.
Perfect. Would you be a favor, Devin, and move that mic like in between you guys? Kind of messed it up.
Right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are for you.
Mike, you can do the same thing with yours. Just be like, you might want to.
I don't want to.
negative Ghost Rider.
That is a 14 to hit, but hold on.
The pattern is full.
I'm going to take one of my class traits.
For the green Dracolich?
Yes.
Why did you specify green?
You guys knew that.
That's what it's always been.
I know,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
do
yeah,
you have to
but
specify
by
green.
green?
I do
for
have to
specific-
specify green.
He has literally called it green Dragolich the entire time.
There are different types of Dracolich
Okay.
in dragons, right?
Foreshadowing.
So this one is a specific green
Yeah.
Dracolich.
We're gonna see a red one next, aren't we?
I'm going to,
Willow then takes the dagger and slits her throat.
I'm going to do my Channel Divinity, and I'm going to do the Guided Strike, which adds a +10, so it turns my 16 into a 26 to hit.
A 26 will hit.
Okay, So then I get to roll. Oh, and I'm doing this two-handed, by the way.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm going to roll a D10
Wow.
plus 3, and then 2D6s,
It's all fun and games here.
D8, and then another D8.
I want you to know, when it comes to my turn, I swear on my life I'm not cheating.
Okay, just so I know, radiant damage do any extra, or is it resistant? Just so I can roll the dice specifically for it.
Doesn't do anything extra or resistance.
What about lightning?
No.
Neutral?
For both neutral, yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure if I have to roll dice differently that I can separate them. If I don't have to roll them differently, then I'll just roll them all together. Okay. That is going to be 9 points plus 3. That is...
Well, I need to grab a pen. Run.
Inappropriate. What kind of DM?
Whoa.
Okay.
What kind of DM are you?
Sounds like a cartoon
Shit.
character.
That was
like,
exactly
running
what
into
that-
the attic. Or running into the
Such a-
basement.
Got a pen.
He knew where his pen was
How
at.
much
He
of a
just
problem is that going to be later?
We're good.
I'm not cleaning that up.
He's like, I just organized this.
Okay, so it's going to be 3. It's 12 points of slashing damage, 6 points of fire damage, 4 points.
Hang on. 12 points of fire.
No, 12 points of slashing,
12 points of slashing.
3 points of radiant,
3 points radiant.
4 points of lightning, and 6 points of fire
Okay.
for my first attack.
Yeah, definitely.
For my first attack.
And as you hit him with your sword and you do all of this damage to him, you manage to catch him in the leg. You will absolutely saw right through his kneecap, and you watch as his arm just completely like flops off on the ground. And he now currently only has one arm, halving his attacks for his claw attacks.
That was dope. Okay. All right. I'll make my second attack now. Guys, I don't understand.
It's a nat 20. It's a nat 20. It's a nat 20.
It's a natural 20.
Yeah!
Oh, that's sick! Hell yeah.
Okay.
Because you rolled your autumn dice. It's fall.
All right. So I get another D10.
I don't know what
True.
you.
I
It's
get
Christmas.
another
Wow, suddenly you can move
D8.
things now.
I get another D8. I get 2 more D6s.
I get another D8.
I get... No, that's it. That's 10 dice, though, that I get to roll. Okay.
And as this creature has one arm, and you go to take your second swing, it is going to begin clawing at you. And as you take your second swing and slice off its next arm,
Okay, hold on,
we'll
hold
see how
on.
much damage you do.
No, he's like a T-Rex, but with wings.
So
Except it's like nubs.
Yeah, pretty much.
18 slashing damage.
Okay. You doubled this already, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So 18 slashing damage, 11 lightning damage,
Okay.
4 radiant damage.
As you slice his arm off, and you come back up, and you just put one right into his heart, you watch as the Draco Lich just melts off of your sword and down the side of the cliff. Your little tiny creature gently hovers down to the ground right in front of Voltaire. Voltaire, with lightning coming out of your sword as you pull it out and the creature falls off the side of this rock. You are now faced with Orcus. Congrats on your skill, by the way.
Nice!
Yeah! Thank you. Okay, well, that was the pussy down. Now we got to go take out the dick.
Pussies, dicks, and assholes, guys.
Goodness.
You see, Chuck, you got a fucking pussy.
No, we don't need to replay that scene. Oh, God.
That'll end my turn.
Okay, perfect. Willow, what are you doing, girl? As you watch a green Draco Lich melt off of your compadre's sword, he yanks it out. Lightning is now exiting the wound of this creature and arcing back into Voltaire's sword. You turn around and see Orcus about 400 feet in the air behind you. What are you doing?
I think I'm gonna have to just buff.
Oh, I was leaning 'cause I
Dude,
had
it's
him
so
in.
weird. It's like your hand just ends and turns into air.
What? What?
Nothing. It was a broken mini joke.
Oh God! Oh, the audacity!
I love the unified, like, oh.
The unmitigated gall of it.
He's had the worst of it where he spent like 4 hours painting one and then instantly.
I put it down and I was like,
Echo?
it was Echo. Broke his feet off.
Echo looks so good too.
Oh,
It
he
was a
looks
good
so
mini.
good.
Anywho.
So I'm gonna go ahead and have my Celestial move her.
She's hovering currently as
Currently
well.
hovering, yeah. I'm gonna have her move her 40 feet of flying
Yes.
to at least get, like either beside Gary's head or something like that, close to him.
Yeah, definitely. Let me do some things I should have done to begin with.
And ultimately, I'm going to have her just hold her attack. That if something like tries to come at
Come
Gary
at me, bro.
or something like that, if like a flying object tries to, she's gonna try to like hit it.
Perfect.
So yeah, that's what she's gonna do.
Perfect. She's currently floating up right above Gary's head, just behind Gary. Would make her 40 feet, probably about right there, if we're being real.
Okay. And then for my bit, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Aid. I'm gonna say Aiding Breeze and draw a square in the air. And I'm gonna go ahead and give.
Oh, I know what I'm doing, bud. I've been knowing.
That's going to be 10 points of maximum hit points. And then current hit points increase by 10.
To whom?
That's going to be for Gary, Voltaire, and Budownik. So your maximum hit points is gained by 10, and you get 10 hit points back.
Perfect.
How convenient was that?
What else are you doing?
Let's see, hold on. So that was 10 points I gave back. So I get.
Wasn't close to dying, but still.
And I will say that your creature right now is currently floating over what would be the dead Demigorgon.
Okay, cool, awesome. Yeah, but so if she like in good relation to it.
And this undead creature, I don't know whose it is, who's it's assigned to, but that one is currently surrounded by.
I think
Demigorgons.
Klaus is Klaus.
Any
is not
direction
it.
it goes is going to be rough.
It might be mine.
I think so. That is Victor.
Okay, Victor.
And then, for my bonus action, how are you feeling on health? You're good? You
I
good?
can use a touch more, but you don't have
Just a
to.
touch more? I got you.
As we mentally telepathically communicated with each
Yes,
other.
Yeah.
obviously.
I am
have a little
then
bruise on my butt, but that,
going
That
to
Gary's back up,
do.
that was his first priority.
Can we just talk about how we're in like a shield wall against this guy?
Oh yeah, where's that shield wall? No. It's gone now. Gary lost concentration.
Oh yeah, that was where we're standing right now. That would have
Yeah.
been
Were you talking about the ice wall?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The ice wall's gone, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ice wall is gone when Gary.
Not
dropped.
before taking a chunk of me with it.
Correct.
And then for my, you know what? I'll just
Save
do
it
my
if you have to.
healing.
That is fine.
I'm gonna save it because I can do mass healing ward. So I'm gonna wait for everyone else to get a little more down with
Save
you.
it. That's okay.
Perfect.
I'm not
I know
that.
it.
I'm not that dangerous.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And you let me know. You give me the fuck shit.
I have a greater
Yeah.
I have a greater potion.
And that
as
ends
well.
your turn. Or do you want to make any movement?
I'm just gonna kind of, you
You're
know,
currently standing next to Gary.
right. I'm gonna back up just by Gary's, you know, yeah, just a little bit behind him, closer to that rock there. There we go.
As you kind of like sheepishly
Yeah.
tuck behind
Just gonna
Gary's
touch his
right leg.
ankle,
The
kind of
ring
just.
spell slap.
That will end your turn. What are you doing, Budonic?
I cannot make this up, Topher. You let us have magical items at the beginning, and I literally forewent all of them because I could just make my own. Except I was like, what's the thing that I would use? The thing that I would find most useful in this life?
Yeah.
And I went through the whole goddamn book, and I was like, you know what? Thermal cubes sound really cool, and they're highly specific.
Yeah.
But I'll take them. I have 2 thermal cubes in my inventory that I've been holding on to this entire time, and I would like to pull them out.
Okay.
And fucking scream big ass titties and squeeze both the triggers on both of them at the same time. You know what I'm talking about. And I'll toss one onto the other side of Gary, and I will latch the other one into a pouch on my leg. They emit enough heat to keep an area within a 15-foot radius at 95 degrees Fahrenheit.
So you...
And if it becomes too warm for my leg, I will drop it.
So Gary's a little cold.
We're all getting cold.
You're all about to get really...
The closer he gets,
Yeah.
the colder it
But
gets.
even more... Well, I was making a joke.
So where
But
do you
it
put
does.
this?
The devil.
You are right here. Where are you throwing
Yeah,
it?
I'm going to throw one
Oh, you got
on
it.
the other side of Gary.
Like right here.
Yep. So that there's a
Boom.
nice cloistering, and we don't have to be next to each other, and the other one would be centered on me.
And I also would like to point out that I am holding a flaming sword.
Good point.
And you do
Hey,
have
no,
a
it's-
flaming sword. I will take that.
It has to factor a
To
little.
a point.
Yeah, to a point, sure.
And then, as a bonus action, I would like to take my greatsword, swing it back into its slot, and take the crossbow that I never use off of my low back,
Yes, sir.
and knock an arrow and prepare to fire at Tiddly Fuck.
Yep, you're gonna
How far
hold,
away is he?
You're gonna hold your action?
No, my action was to,
He's
unless you're
400
letting
feet.
me.
No.
Okay.
You already used it. He's 400 feet.
If he blips, I suppose, if I'm allowed to, then I'll fire at him. But if
Yeah.
not, then I'm okay with waiting.
And will that end your turn?
That shall be the end of my turn.
All right. Next up is going to be Gary, who's just gonna kind of look around at you guys. You're gonna watch as Gary kind of takes out a bag and sets it on the ground. He also takes out 4 gold coins that look like faceless, sets them on the ground next to the bag. If I die, please just put what I need in that bag and take the coins if you ever want to see me again. And Gary just begins like a full-blown fucking
What? Shield wall, bro! Shield wall!
He's gonna get to about
Is that on the
there.
ground? Because I'm gonna pick
Um,
that up. I'm gonna start tossing coins at you guys.
and you're gonna watch
Take a
as
shit.
Gary jumps and teleports.
What?
And he's going to attempt to
Some
grapple
anime shit
Orcus
right
in
here,
the
man.
air.
Right?
I'm gonna
up
go ahead and make
anime
strength
shit.
throws contested for
Bid
them.
the
The
name.
We're literally watching here.
The first one is going to be
He's a
Gary.
little boy.
He's a fucking little
He's a
boy.
little boy.
He's a boy, bro. He's one of us.
Gary rolled a 19
Ooh.
and has a plus 9.
Yes! God damn!
I'll let you do the math on that.
That's
28.
28.
I'll
I'm
let you do
good.
the math.
Nah,
Orcus
I don't need to.
has
Appreciate
a
that.
plus 8 on his strength, and he rolled an 18.
Yes!
So
Yes!
you watch as Gary
Epic.
in the air is going to grapple Orcus and going to just fold in his wings. That's going to be his action as they begin to plummet from that 400 feet in the air.
He's a fucking little boy,
He is
He's a little
bro.
boy.
I have another one.
He Lidl's with the best of them.
In
We're
their
gonna have to write.
6 seconds, they're not going to get very far. I'm going to say they're going to get maybe 40 feet is going to be about what they fall. So I'll put them at 360 feet in the air. They are currently wrapped together in mid-fall. He is not going to use anything else. That's going to be Gary's
Fucking
turn. As
Gary,
you guys are
I
all
do, but I think he'll be
watching
fine.
this. Nazlith, what are you doing?
Oh,
Epic play call.
64.
That was a fucking.
That was sick.
He's a boy, dude.
Chills. I got chills.
He's a fucking dope.
I have a question.
Dope.
Yes.
With the cloak of the bag, I have 40 feet of flying. Does dash apply to flying?
Yes.
It does.
If you're gonna fly, yeah, you can dash or fly.
Okay, so I would like to dash doubling my fly movement to 80 feet to get behind that rock right
Yeah,
there.
so as Nazalith pokes out her cape, she's only about 2 feet off the ground. You see her go across the earth. Snow
You
is
have to
just
say it though.
flying behind her.
Bad!
Yeah, as you yell, "Bad!"
And these
There's
guys
a
will
trail
slowly
of snow just flailing behind you. I will let you guys know it's fairly dim lit. The scene up here with Orcus and Gary, and you guys could probably. It would be hard for you guys to see at this point, to be honest.
Even with dark vision?
If
Dark
you have
vision's only out to,
you
like,
can-
60.
You can see it. Oh yeah, that's true. It's this is dimly lit.
Which is why I can use my cloak.
So it'd be pretty tough for you guys to see the epicness that is happening in the air. As you fly behind that rock, what are you doing?
Well, these guys should be slowly falling behind me.
Yeah, they will.
They'll
at
just be
their-
very
They
slowly.
can dash. They can do a full 40.
Can they? Oh, okay, yeah, so take them halfway. Well, dash is my action, right?
Dash is your action, but they have
Dash
their
is
own
your
actions,
action, and
right?
dash would be their action as well.
Yeah, so that's all I can do right now.
Perfect. No bonus?
No.
Okay. That will end your turn. Next up is going to be Orcus. And as they plummet from... As Orcus and Garen are plummeting from the earth, Orcus is going to go ahead and attempt to make a strength check to pry
And he's gonna
Garen
fail because he's a bitch.
off of him.
He's gonna have to use a legendary action to succeed.
How many do we have?
Is
on
that your
already?
undead?
I think that's
on
the one
Orcus?
on the
None.
black ring.
Perfect.
gonna
Can you
roll
have him
for
pick up the
Orcus
rock that I
first.
threw at the ground? Thanks.
Who's this?
And I'm going to
Puppy
roll your Garyon dice you gave me.
Yeah,
Oh,
you are.
finally.
For Orcus.
For Garyon.
That's
I
okay,
already
okay.
rolled Orcus's. I got Orcus's roll right there.
Let no
I will
bad
tell
happen.
you,
Let no bad happen.
Orcus rolled an 18 total.
Oh, total.
Gary rolled a 12.
What the
So as they are beginning to fall, there's going to be a moment, and I'm going to go ahead and say that they're falling about at a speed of 60 feet per round. As they begin to fall out of the earth, or out of the sky towards the earth, Orcus is going to just give Gary one hell of a flex with both wings, arms, and feet, and just attempt to rip him off. He successfully does. There's
I
a
need Gary to
moment
become
where they are
aerodynamic
now
and start going like
free-falling,
this, straight down back.
right next to each other. Orcus is going to take his movement to stop his free fall. I'm going to give Gary a dexterity save to attempt to grab Orcus before falling.
You can do it, bro. You can do it, bro. You can do it,
The
bro.
dexterity save
Yeah,
is going to be pretty high. Actually, I'm going to do it against Orcus's dexterity. We'll roll to see if Orcus can move a foot or
60 feet.
something as well. I'll roll Orcus first.
What's Orcus's total dexterity?
And weaknesses?
I need to take a photo. Orcus rolled a nat 20 for his dex. He only has a +2. Nat 20. Unfortunately, Gary rolled a 5. So as Gary gets ripped off of the back of Orcus and goes to grab the leg of Orcus as he begins falling, Orcus kind of begins taking flight again and kind of stabilizing himself. He grabs Orcus's foot and manages to hang on for a split second before Orcus just reaches down and just pries off the fingers of Garion and gives him a little chuckle as Garion begins to fall his 300 and, well, we're going to say 320 feet at this point.
Is he immune to non-magical bludgeoning?
To the ground. I will say that you guys at this point cannot see what is happening in the air. I don't know what your vision range is, but I'm going to need you guys to figure that out for me.
I have dark
before we
vision
do-
up to 60 feet.
I mean,
Before
he
we do
could
too much.
telepathically talk to
No, that was literally my thought. Was
As-
like Gary, we need a sit rep, bud.
Gary begins falling. I'm gonna have Gary roll a. I'm gonna have Gary roll a concentration
think I have
save
dark
to see
vision.
if he can even hold concentration to communicate with you guys at this point. This is a pretty stressful moment in Gary's life.
Is it a spell he used?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's probably
he's
telepathic.
been concentrating.
He saved.
Okay,
Um,
Gary, I want you to know.
and you guys don't see what's happening. I'm going to.
I do have dark vision. Nice.
You're a hobgoblin. You should.
I did not
I didn't think. I was like, they're kind of just like.
And as Orcus
exist,
sees Gary falling, Orcus is actually going to begin descending with him, just remaining just out of reach.
Is it Orcus Garion like this?
Yep.
Orcus on top.
Yep. As he is flying down as quickly as he possibly can in these seconds. That's going to end Orcus's turn. We're going to go back to the top of the round.
Are we seeing in like 50 Shades of Grey if we have dark vision?
You are.
Okay.
And you can only see in the dim light with dark vision. I forgot what the rule is.
So dark vision is 60 feet out from you in total darkness. You
Right,
can see
total
like it's
darkness.
dim light.
Right. But
So
dim light,
in dim light, I don't know how you
does
would.
it have a rule to
There's
that?
not that I know of.
Okay, I will say that you can see in dim light. This situation right now, as it's the map's turn, you guys will begin to see, as you guys are deep enough into this fight now, a cluster of fungus beginning to collect above you. As it collects above you, it begins blocking out
The sun.
the remaining light. You guys have about
Black hole.
2
sun.
rounds left of dim light.
Won't you
After
come?
that, it's going to go to darkness.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
As this
Sorry.
No, that's good. That's
fungal
good. That's good.
mass
Change it up.
begins collecting rather
Yeah, just like
quickly above you. I'm going to need Nazlith and your 2 characters to roll dexterity saves for me. The save is 17.
so it's basically like it's nighttime right now. That's basically what
Correct.
5e rules are saying. Is it's effectively nighttime.
What'd you
with
say
a
it was?
really bright
17?
full moon.
Yeah,
Woo, 17.
you barely save. Now
My
let's-
guys.
My guy.
-2 with the nat 1.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Oh god.
And then 16.
Okay, so the 2 that failed are going to take 15 points of damage each. You are going to take 7 points of damage each as the rock slides both of you, or all of you, over.
How many points did they take for full?
They each took 15 points.
Okay, so they are both dead.
Okay. You'll watch as the rock begins to pick you up and slide you backwards. You manage to jump a little bit. The 2 creatures are on either side of you, and as the rock begins to go, it just absolutely smashes over them.
Steamroller
You
style.
don't even see their remains. They just disappear underneath the rock. And as you're standing there, the rock finally halts, and you kind of like get back down your feet and settle. We're gonna go to Voltaire. What are you doing?
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to command my little zombie buddy to. I want him to run to the cube of temperature adjustment, and I want him to pick it up. That guy there.
This guy?
Yep. And then,
This cube?
yes, can he pick that up as a free action, or is that an action?
For him to pick it up, because he's only got about 20 feet of movement, he's very slow. I'm gonna make it a bonus action for them. to
Then I
pick
would-
something up.
Dash 20 feet further still.
Okay. As he picks up the hot rock and begins dashing, you will see in his hands as he picks it up, the steam and smoke coming off his hands as that rock is very hot and is just melting through his, like the palms of his undead fingers. But he can't feel it. He's undead, so he's just kind of waddling along. But you are definitely now smelling the burnt
Smells
flesh
like
coming off of him as he
hamburgers.
runs with it.
If it burns his fingers, tell him to start kicking it.
Yeah.
Soccer ball, dude.
It's a lot of dexterity checks.
Okay, so I'm going to now. How far away am I from the Orcus?
Orcus
I know
is
he's high.
about 320 feet in the air.
But how far
And then
horizontal?
you are horizontally. Do you have the bag? Can you give me the measuring
Stick.
stick? I believe you're close to 100 feet, like horizontal away. So maybe a bit more.
That's not it.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
That's definitely not it.
That looks like me.
It helps me, but it doesn't help.
Here you go. I got you. Fam.
That's 100 feet. So
Okay.
you're about 100.
That's 80.
feet.
That goes to max 80. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to jump off the
Here,
rock,
take this
and
one too.
using my wings, I will very graciously hover down gently and
Yeah.
continue to run. Will that give me any kind of cost to my movement?
No, it won't cost you. I mean, to jump down, it's just flavor. I'm not gonna let it. It won't be difficult terrain. You're not climbing down it.
Right, okay.
Put it that way.
So
I
I'm
don't need all these. You fucking.
I can't believe you keep taking them.
So as you move, how many feet you want to go?
I'm going to go 30 feet, and I'm going to stow my flaming sword, and I'm going to pull out my bow of souls.
Yep.
And can I see Orcus?
Do you have dark vision?
I do not have dark vision.
No. At this moment, you can't see Orcus.
So I'm not. Well, I'm gonna keep my bow up because I'm pretty sure he's probably flying around somewhere.
You watched Garyon run that direction.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say that you all at least have a clue.
sure. And he's probably flying.
Correct.
That's my assumption.
Yeah. You do know he's flying because at the very start of this, it was not as dim, and you did happen to see him flying in the
Right.
air.
Okay.
As he is coming down and making things colder, it was beginning to get darker, and then now the wave of purple fungus is beginning to block out the rest of light.
Let me take a quick look here. I'm going to take a bonus action, and I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself, and I'm going to give myself +2 to my armor class.
Yeah, she's just kicking me a lot.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Just make me have to pee.
And that is my concentration spell for right now. It lasts for a minute.
Yeah, definitely. So
10
you
minutes.
put,
Sorry, 10 minutes.
What was the spell?
Shield of Faith. And then for my action, I'm going to call out to Gary on and be like, Gary, how's it going?
Yeah.
Sit rep, maybe?
And as you as you kind of reach out to Garyon, he's like, all you get back is, I'm falling. I'm falling. I'm falling. I'm falling. And yeah, that's pretty much all you hear in that kind of like.
Not much I can do there, buddy, but Nazlith, maybe you can you see him from where you're at? Maybe like you had the feather fall earlier for when.
And you might also hear he's chasing me. I'm falling. He's chasing me. But that's about the extent of it. That will end.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next up's gonna be Willow. What are you doing, Willow?
So,
Willow.
based off the communication they've been doing, like telepathically, do I have a generalization of his location or no? Not yet.
No. Do you have dark vision?
No.
No, you don't.
No.
You would know
Fuck
he's
off.
somewhere up in the air, and you would guess. I'm gonna give you guys the logical doubt that you would guess where he is based on the direction Garyon ran.
Okay.
Anything attack-wise thrown at him is going to be at disadvantage.
Okay.
But you can try.
Well, I'm not looking for attack. I'm trying to look for a location so I can at least have my. I don't have a location. Okay. Do I know where Nazlith went?
Yes, I would say that you have a clue where Nazlith went.
Would I?
See? No.
No?
Nazlith
Okay.
probably would have burst outside of your
Right.
vision at this point. I'm going to give you, without dark vision for the next 2 rounds in dim light, I'm going to give you about 80 feet of vision.
But that sounds about like normal state for me, right? Or what's a normal? What can normally people see?
In dim light?
No, in regular, in normal.
No, at nighttime, like how far can you see at night? If the moon is full and directly above you on a clear night, how far can you see?
I see pretty far, but I don't
Now take into account snowstorm.
Okay, so that's what we're dealing with.
Well, yes,
Okay.
yeah, there's many,
I was just like, 80 feet sounds like nice. It's for me to see in this.
environmental factors going on right now. So,
Okay, so I figured I wouldn't be able to see very far at all, but
correct.
if I can see 80 feet, that's
you can
a lot
see 80
nicer.
feet. You can see
Don't.
80
If it's a gift, don't.
I know,
Look
well,
don't look
she-
a gift horse in the mouth.
Good thought.
I was just like, great. No, I thought it was gonna be smaller because I don't have dark vision like everyone else.
No.
You're the only one
You
who's
shot.
not scared.
So am I able to
We
see melty hands?
Yeah.
Moving?
Yeah, is that rock glowing?
Or yeah, does it? No, doesn't.
Sure.
You would just barely be able
Yes,
to
I decide
see
so.
him as
Right
he
now,
is,
right here.
kind of beginning to run
Big
in
ass.
that direction.
And then there's
Okay,
glowing
so I'll
rocks.
take my turn first then.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and click my heels for my boots. And I'm going to go ahead and make some moves towards Glowy Hands near him. So my speed is doubled now. So my speed is 40. And then I guess I'll just use a dash to get to the rest of the way to be in that circle.
Yeah, I'll put you there. And so the rest of the way would be like right on the other side of him.
Perfect.
In between him and the rock.
Awesome. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and have my Celestial then. I'm going to have her... can you dash while you're flying?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to have her dash to be like in front of me. So her speed is 40, so 80.
So you can easily get to right in front of you.
Yeah.
Where do you want her
I'm going to have her be
at?
in front of that rock. Yeah, about like...
there.
Yeah. I'm going to have her be about there. And then if anything, if she starts seeing things like being thrown at me, I'm going to have her like try to like...
You want her in like defense mode.
Yeah, she's gonna be. That's what I'm gonna have her hold her action.
Yeah, easy peasy.
And then I'm gonna kind of lay down, like get really close to the ground to try to like minimize my hit zone.
Okay.
Just kind of hunker down, take a knee or something.
As chaos is just happening around you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Willow runs over after clicking her boots, giving herself a little booster. You got your creature following you. Yeah,
The
you are
large
now
celestial.
hunkered down and kind of prepped for any kind of attack that is going to come your way. Boo Downick, what are you doing?
I am going to, realizing there's not much else I can do, run.
Yeah.
And I'm going to kind of take a slight angle so that I get Voltaire in my little warmth zone.
Okay.
Just a quick, but then continue forward as much as I can towards Gary, knowing that he's falling to his death. I have a speed of 30, so really not that much.
I'm gonna say you can get right there where you
On a
just,
30?
Yeah, where you got your heat zone past him.
Yeah, just a
You
little,
felt-
get the
you felt
snow
the
off of him.
warmth hit you briefly for a split second, and you are now exiting that space.
And realizing that my crossbow has excellent range on it, I will take a shot at Orcus at disadvantage.
Yes. So knowing that they're somewhere up in the air above you in that direction, you are going to take a blind shot in the air.
Okay.
Even with dark vision, it's still going to be difficult. I'm going to give you about 160 feet vision with dark vision right now. For the next
I'm on the
2
wrong
rounds.
How high are they right now?
320.
Holy
Oh, they haven't moved
shit!
down.
My lowest to hit was 20
What?
on Orcus.
Oh, so you
still
hit?
Probably miss.
Lowest,
Is that what you rolled?
yeah, it was a 10 plus 10. I'm proficient, guys. What can I say?
Yeah, definitely. And as you fire one off at Orcus, you barely
Miss.
hit him.
Yeah! Fuck that piece of shit.
Unbeknownst to you,
Yeah,
I
I'm
will
just
say.
looking for sounds at this point. Oh! 14 points of damage. Why don't I use this thing more often? Fuck!
And as you hit Orcus,
It's like I found a new toy. What the fuck?
Jesus.
Is that a
It's
crossbow?
at the bottom of the
Heavy
toy
crossbow.
chest.
Nice.
as you make the first damage on
Yes!
Orcus,
That's not
It's not
Nice.
magical.
for me to think about.
it's non-magical.
Nothing that I just shot was magical. I probably should have kept my mouth shut.
No, that's good on you. He's immune.
Oh.
So unfortunately, as you fire one up in the air, not knowing what is going
Yeah,
to happen
at this
to
point,
it,
I'm happy just to be a bee that buzzes.
you have no idea. But yeah, it definitely hits him like right square in the knee to a point where he at least
Took an
looks
arrow
down
to
at it.
Didn't care.
But
And it had no effect
You
on
are
me.
very-
It's still an adventurer.
you're very unsure of the outcome of that. What else are you doing?
I could have made that
Hmm.
a fucking holy weapon, man.
Mm.
Could have made that a fucking holy weapon.
Can you not anymore?
Can't anymore.
Oh god, it tastes like beef.
Tastes like beef.
Jesus. I'm gonna scoop up some rocks off the ground
Yeah, definitely.
with my offhand and cast Magic Stone as
Yeah.
a cantrip
And as
in a
the
bonus action.
snow picks up and you begin to dig through the fresh snow. You find a couple pebbles on the ground. What did you cast on them?
Magic hand.
Magic?
Or not magic hand. Jesus, magic stone.
Magic
Nice.
stone. And you prep them for maybe a later usage in this battle. Will that end your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Right on. Next up is
God.
going to be Garion. Garion, as he is continuing fall, you guys will hear. He's chasing me down. He's chasing me down. I'm falling. He's chasing me down.
Buddy, spells.
Teleport.
That's about the extent you hear from him. What he's going to do.
Teleport again.
Just if you're falling and you can see him, you might as well just,
Kamehameha.
like you're doing something. Even if you're gonna die, you're just gonna go to your plane. Like you're gonna be fine. Chill out.
Isn't he resistant to non-magical bludgeoning though?
I'm pretty sure everything from Orcus is
Scientifically
non-magical
speaking,
bludgeoning.
if one were to go underneath where his assumed drop point would be, and gusted a bunch of air that could potentially knock someone prone, would that cushion his descent?
How?
Maybe
What
if he-
size creature does it
I
knock
say
from?
maybe if he transforms back
It
into a
doesn't
small
say.
form.
Well, it just says
Garion
it knocks
begins to fall.
creatures
You guys
down.
won't see this, but he is going to go ahead,
Doesn't
and
say.
he's going to
He's
use
kind of like
his
big,
he's going to use his spell alter self one more time to become his planar devil self, a flying snake,
Yes.
a giant
Why
flying
were we worried?
snake. And as he begins falling, you guys don't see this.
He's one of those.
But he
on the
stays about the
stick.
same size he is now, the size of a giant.
Fucking yes. And he was
from
trying
his-
to grapple him as a dude.
From his
Come on.
waist down,
Gary
is
had me
a
worried.
thick snake body that weaves out into a tail. Altogether, that's probably about 20 feet long. The top half of him is going to be about 10 feet tall. His wingspan somewhere around the 20-foot mark as well.
He's like a legless
The
dragon.
same head you guys are familiar with, sitting atop a just jacked body. All of his shields are now ripped off of his chest and continuing to fall down as Gary takes that action and catches himself. Gary is going to.
Oh,
take,
cool.
It's a
okay.
mini.
That's so.
That's
sick.
Gary's
cool.
going to take his last legendary action to fly up to Orcus's level and. Gosh,
Should
should
we
he
drop
grapple
his
him
back?
again, or should he?
Huh?
Why did he
sneak
drop
him?
his back?
What
You
would
picked
you
it
do
up.
if you were Gary?
When you describe
You
him as
declared
thick,
that you
how many
picked everything
C's
up.
would you spell thick with?
Like 4.
4.
Oh.
Wow, that's
Oh.
that's thick.
He's a thick boy.
Gary, grapple or attack? Give me one. 5,
Garyon?
4, 3,
Grapple.
2. As Garyon flies back up to Orcus's level, he is going to attempt to make a second grab on Orcus. As he begins clawing at the wings and wrapping his tail around Orcus's bottom half.
We gotta get him
Let's
Go
see.
for
down.
the wings, dude.
You
Go
gotta
for the
get him
wings.
down.
Yeah,
His
it's-
strength.
he's no good fighting in the air
Can
away
we
from
bite
us.
them all?
Garion,
2 natural 20s.
So strange.
only 16
Plus 9?
plus his 9.
Yeah, 25.
Orcus,
That
0.
one. That one.
He has a -5 penalty because
And he's
we're
ugly.
at.
with his plus 8,
And he's ugly.
rolled an 11.
Yes!
So you guys are gonna watch as Orcus.
I'd like
Well,
to
you guys
think
are
that
not
your
gonna watch,
baby
but what's
will
gonna
know.
happen?
Oh yeah,
is,
no, trust me. She's been moving this whole time.
Gonna begin wrapping his
Who's
tail
that other
around
guy?
Orcus's
What are all
lower
these
half
voices that I'm so
as he
familiar
begins
with?
climbing around Orcus's body
Mom's
with his
heart's
upper
beating so
half,
fast.
trying to fold in his
Mom, why are
wings.
we freaking out?
He can't necessarily fold down the left wing completely, but he does get the right one down completely. And he manages to keep his wings up as they begin to descend at another quick rate.
Way to go,
That's going
Gary.
to end their turn. They're down to about 260 feet. 260 feet off the ground. That's going to end Gary's turn. Next up is going to be Nazlith. What are you doing, Nazlith?
Telepathically, I'm going to tell all these folks noticing the fungus, it's probably a good time to pull your respirators back on.
We actually pulled those
did
out
the
early
second the
on.
battle
Yeah.
started.
Okay, then I would have as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
everyone did.
Yeah,
Right.
no,
So fucking did.
Okay, so I'm going to cast my bonus action first. Expeditious Retreat allows
Nice.
me to dash as a bonus action.
Hell yeah.
So I have a question. If I'm flying If I try and go over that rock, are you gonna penalize me
No,
for
not
that?
if you're
Okay,
flying.
not if I'm flying. Okay, I'd like to go over the rock 80 feet towards their direction.
Towards the direction that you believe they're in.
Well, with my dark vision, do I have a better view
As
of them?
they are currently about 100 feet diagonal from you and 260 feet in the air, no, you would not see them quite yet, even with your dark vision.
Okay, but if I get closer.
Yes, if you get closer, you might
Okay,
be able to.
where would 80 feet put me?
80 feet would put you smack down
Oh,
right there.
Okay, back me up
She's
a
like,
little
hold
bit.
up, hold
How
up.
far?
Mama does not need to be that
right,
far back.
How far away does that put me
This
from
would be your
them?
40 feet.
How far away does that put me from them?
45 feet diagonal plus their 260.
I guess we can just.
Okay, then
You and I should
I'm
fight.
gonna hold off on casting Expeditious
Make
to
it-
teach us yet
make
then,
an
since
Orcus
I just
sandwich.
went 40 feet.
Yeah,
Can we make an Orcus
definitely.
sandwich?
Yeah, that always
But
sounds fun to
while
me. You
I'm
know that.
there,
Oh my god.
can I
I'm
see
so
them
excited.
now? Can I
Legal.
differentiate
Legal.
between them now?
Not.
Even
I
with
don't know
my
why we
dark
say
vision?
that. That's so weird. That's so strange.
With dark vision, I'm going to give you about a 200-foot range.
Well, you have dark vision?
I do.
The only
Oh
one
no,
who
not
fucking
devil's
does
sight.
it.
Okay.
Yeah. So what do I see then? What am I
Currently,
seeing
what
in
you
front
are
of my
seeing
face?
is as you come over the rock and fly over, where you previously, as you were flying pretty low to the ground, were leaving a trail of snow kind of flurries behind you. The weather has picked up in this bowl-like canyon.
We're in a snow world.
You can no longer see the flurries behind you as you are scooting across. Your vision is becoming less and less as the seconds move on.
Okay.
The storm is picking up. It is getting much colder. You will feel one hell of a drop, especially as they are free falling.
Okay.
Free.
What I would like to do then is, I feel like there will be a benefit to this either way. Let me pull up the spell. One of those spells I have to pull up because I don't actually have it. So give me just a second here.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, that's gone forever.
Gone forever.
Never see it again.
At the second level, I would like to cast
You're a magician.
Guiding Bolt in the direction where I think I am. I'm gonna try and hit Orcus.
Yeah.
But if I hit
So you get
Garyon,
disadvantage.
that's okay.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
it?
Because Guiding Bolt will light one of them up, and we can ask Gary if I hit him.
Gary, which was that you?
I haven't rolled yet. Yeah.
Did we make contact, Gary?
Gary, did that hurt?
You shot me, Gary.
You shot me. He shot me.
Okay. Did not hit.
Okay, what'd you roll?
A 3.
At disadvantage?
Plus whatever I have. Let me see what I
At
got.
Oh, I was just curious if that was your disadvantage.
That was my disadvantage roll.
Okay.
It would've
No,
been-
you're right. Yeah, you are not sure what happens as you cast this bolt up into the sky. It just disappears into the flurry of snows and fog above you.
Are they still flying above the walls of the canyon?
No, they are within the walls
They're
of
with-
the canyon.
So that probably struck the wall behind them.
Probably.
It wouldn't have gone past and maybe hit like the fungi.
No.
Or like perhaps maybe Zuckmoid, who is
Right.
actually converging on us.
Pokes her head out like I'm here.
It would have
Ah,
wrecked
cool. Oh.
the side of the canyon wall.
Okay.
Okay.
She's not at full strength, so it kills her immediately.
Unknowing that, though. What else are you doing, Nazlith?
That's it.
Right on. As that ends your turn, next up is going to be Orcus. Orcus is going to continue his
Terrible rolls.
his free fall descent and terrible rolls.
Come on, buddy. Come on,
Orcus
buddy.
is going to attempt to throw Garyon off him one more time.
Does the power of friendship factor in at all?
Our eyes
Is this
glow.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
We get super long hair, and pointy ears,
Right.
and little fucking symbols above us, and it comes together. There's 5 of us.
Okay, guys.
It's like a star.
They tied the first roll.
Oh shit.
Tiebreaker goes to the person. Never mind.
Tiebreaker is going to the next roll. I want high stakes here, brother.
Which part of this is not high stakes?
At no point in time do I feel like we are working with low stakes.
I'm sorry.
They are
fate of the
chaotically fighting
world.
each other in the air, prying each other back and forth. They can't manage to get control of one another at this point in time. Unbeknownst to you, Orcus manages to get Garen kind of off of his wings, get his lower half uncovered from the snake half of Garen, and he just kind of kicks him in a downward motion. And he's going to go ahead and use a legendary action.
Who uses it? Orcus?
He's absorbing legendary actions, guys. This is good for us.
If the wanker ever comes down to fight us.
Fucking wankers.
As soon as he fucking gets down on that ground, I'm knocking him prone and I'm going at his fucking wings.
There's only one barmaid. Oh.
Willow will be covered in
Forever
blood
man.
as she's just fucking hacking holes in these wings,
Reminds me
man.
of Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy when he gets swallowed by the...
Yes, that's exactly what's gonna happen. I was thinking about actually going inside of his mouth and doing gust of wind, because I was gonna look up what happens when you get a bunch of air in your body.
Orcus farts louder than has ever been
Technically
farted.
speaking, if you could get into one of his veins and shove air into it, you could cause a pulmonary embolism.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Technically speaking.
I was like, if I find a wound, if I can make a hole,
Take
stick
a
my hand
totally
in
healthy
it
person out.
and just gust
So
wind.
as Orcus pushes him off, Orcus is going to swing at him.
Wait, so he didn't have an action to contest the strength?
No, they contested the strength checks with each other. Orcus managed to push him off.
That wasn't his action, though?
He won the strength check. He's using a legendary action right after that.
Oh, gotcha,
Boom, boom. And I don't think he has bonus.
I like to
Sorry,
say,
what was the legendary action for?
The legendary action is going to be a tail whip. So as he's falling, he's going to try to whip
Gary.
Gary.
That's no big deal. It's just going to lower his defense. It's not a big deal. It's not taking damage.
That's not actually an actual attack.
Right,
It's
right.
just-
There's no actual stat to
Tail
that.
whip.
Honestly, we just keep on attacking. We'll
Yeah.
overcome that because by the
Yeah.
time it gets to our
And then
defenses,
it will be the very best that ever
absolutely.
was.
I love how you guys are trying to silver line this bullshit. So
You obviously
I
never watched
appreciate
Pokemon growing up.
Pokemon?
Played
Played
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Listen,
Oh,
played
never.
Pokemon.
Tail
Tail
Whip.
Whip actually did some shit
You
in
didn't
the
play
show.
Pokemon?
No.
What?
I looked at Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but I never played them.
Red version, blue version, yellow version, Game Boy.
How'd you get into video games then?
What the fuck?
My introduction to video games was
How old are
Skyrim
you?
Oblivion.
When was
What?
that?
That was the
It's
first time I
Elder
played video.
Scrolls. Elder Scrolls
No.
Oblivion.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls Oblivion.
He's going to take
Don't hurt
40
yourself.
points of damage as he gets whipped by the tail of Orcus, and his acceleration, or he's accelerated even quicker towards
say
the,
Skyrim?
That was
towards
your
the ground.
first game.
And although he has his wings,
Spoiler.
at this point in time, he's not going to be able to get them out as this was Orcus's turn. Next up is going to be
He cast Fireball.
the map.
Gross.
Fucking map, dude.
As all
Fuck
this
the map,
chaos is
fuck
happening,
the map,
you
fuck
guys
the
will see
map.
that the fungal wall above you, or ceiling above you, is beginning to grow and expand. The light is darkening. This is
I
going to be
could
your
care less
last
about that right now.
round of dim light. Your next round will be dark vision.
How
You will
high
have
is this dome?
What was this?
How high is the dome?
The top of the walls are about 450 feet
Okay,
to
yep,
550
good.
feet, depending on where we're at, right?
Oh, so it's a dome, right?
No. So it is not a dome. It is an open top, and you guys see sky. But
But
what you
it's making a
see
dome.
is a red hue that appears to be a dome, based on Garion attempting to teleport people in to help you guys, for one. And like any spells that try to teleport you out, magic just won't exit this.
Right, but the
bubble.
fungus are creating a dome, right?
No, you are watching as the fungus are now entering the canyon and falling
Shit.
down.
Fucking baggery.
Oh, I thought they were like creating the dome to block out the light.
Yeah. So what's blocking
no,
So if they're
the
just
light
entering
then?
the canyon, how would it block out light?
The mass amounts that are entering this canyon is essentially like
So they're not
They're like
joining
carrier
together overhead?
pigeons.
correct.
They're carrier pigeons
They're
blocking
not
out the
looking
sun
like
as
they're
they
joined
swirl
together.
down.
It almost looks like it is just funneling down into this canyon, and they've begun to make their descent. They're probably only about 50 feet below the tops of the wall, as large swaths.
But it's so thick that it's going to block the light.
Yes, there's going to be a certain point where it's going to be about 150 feet worth of fungus, and even though it's all separated, that 150 feet worth of fungus is going to filter out all of that light. Yes,
So if I were just to shoot up a guiding bolt of that 100
you
feet.
could probably carve a hole right through
Okay.
some of that fungus if you were to try something along.
I'm
those
sorry,
lines.
your girl
Carve a hole.
can't see shit.
As
Same here. Same here.
as this is occurring, I'm going to
Oh my
need...
god, what the fuck am I thinking?
You have a spell for it.
I'm
How
fine.
hard it is to sit here and see your fucking screen.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Thank you.
Voltaire, I'm going to need you to make a dexterity save.
I love you.
As the rock behind you, as you are kind of moving towards Downing,
Is that
the
your
rock
cantrip?
behind
Yeah.
you is going to begin flying
That's funny.
towards you.
Well, I rolled a 13,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I'm going to choose to save. And that's
Okay.
my last charge on the ring.
Definitely, and that was 12 points total, so you're going to take half. As you kind of feel the rock coming from behind you, you manage to jump up in the air, and you just take the impact damage, 6 points, as you are launched about 5 feet just into the heat of that circle.
Sweet.
That will end your turn. Or, sorry, that will end the map's turn. My mind. Voltaire, what are you doing, bud? Willow, you're on deck, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk into stride with Budanik, and I'm going to say, Budanik, I need you to be my eyes, and then I'm going to cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
You want to tell Budnik this?
I heard it.
Okay.
A protective magical force surrounds you, manifesting Spectre Frost card. You gain 5 temporary hit points for the duration. The creature hits you with a melee attack. While you have those hit points, the creature takes 5 cold damage.
20-foot radius circle.
Right on.
So I just get 5 temporary hit points.
Okay.
What?
And if anyone physically attacks me, they take 5 cold damage.
Perfect.
I'm like, inappropriate. I'm pregnant.
Not
You
concentrated.
forgot to zip. Oh my god. What? Willow came up in Mike's crotch,
She goosed you.
and I thought it was his penis.
Oh god.
Lol.
She's like, good for you, Mike.
Wow. It's kind of furry.
Wow.
Did you need
I'm glad you didn't accidentally grab mine.
Oh god.
She just
Does that end
instinctually
your
reached
turn?
out.
Well, that's what that's for.
You know what? I'm also going to take. I want to pull an item out of my sack,
Whiskers.
and then I want to light a torch, and then I'm going to throw the torch. Can I do that?
Wait,
As like a
who?
bonus action. I just want to throw it forward on the ground to light some
Yeah,
area.
as it's getting really dark in here and you light up a
So
torch
take off all your
and
clothes.
throw it.
And I'm just trying to light a path.
Okay, yeah, definitely. I will put a...
Chris, how do you have a sunburn that's like a farmer's tan but backwards?
Golf.
He literally has a fucking clean arm all the way down here, but just above his sleeve line is burnt.
As you have
Farmer
like one
tan.
more kind of bright area
backwards.
right there. Willow, what are you doing?
So, moi.
You.
I'm gonna go ahead and my heels are clicked already. So I am going to go ahead and how close am I to Voltaire?
To Voltaire, you are going to be probably about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 40 feet.
40 feet. Okay, cool. What are you wearing?
Armor.
You're 45 from him.
Okay, so like, what do you wear like a normal amulet, or what do you? Is there something that you always wear that you never really take off?
My armor.
Okay.
Shoes.
I don't know. Does he have
Underwear.
a small trinket on his body?
I'm going to go ahead and say that
My backpack.
if it takes you this long to know, you probably don't know.
Well, I'm just saying, if I've been around him the whole entire time, we've never really fully. Let me tell you from head to toe
You're
what my
clearly not
description
observant.
is.
Technically, 3 is always on my forearm.
Cool, excellent. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna dash.
Okay.
I'm gonna move my 40 feet.
40 feet to Voltaire.
Okay.
Budownik would be 45.
Can she telepathically tell him to lean over?
I just like.
Well, you know what? You can
touch.
stand in front of Voltaire and you can touch him, I guess. You're at a diagonal. So.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and touch 3,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna cast light
Yep.
on his 3.
This is awkward.
Why?
Now we have multiple spells going.
You're overlapping spells.
Right. Well, if you move,
I mean, it doesn't
you know,
bother me.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
You know, beacon of light. Cool. Excellent. So now he's lit. That lasts for an hour.
I am always been lit. Thank you.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and hang out with them.
We're the three best friends that anyone could have.
Sorry.
Oh God.
I don't think Nazlith would want in.
She's a lone wolf.
Not bad.
Lone dad.
Okay, cool, excellent. So I'm gonna keep that on, and then I'm gonna go ahead and have my celestial take her 40 feet from where she is and move 40 to be close to where the torch potentially is.
Yep, you can get her right above the torch, I will say.
Cool, excellent. And then I'm gonna have her hold her action that if something starts aiming towards, that she's gonna go ahead and attack it.
Okay. And that will end your turn?
That will end Moa's turn.
Perfect. Next up is going to be Budowning.
I was gonna cast Mage Hand and drag my friend with me. Now I won't.
Yeah, he's now running, you know, he's a little bit behind you, but it's almost pace to pace with you.
Yeah. He's always been a little faster than me.
Just the scotch.
I feeling like my crossbow doesn't do much anything for me. I'm gonna put it back on my lower back. And
Does that make it magical?
I don't know.
I don't have any fire technically, and I will just pull out my sword and bump fists with Voltaire and be like flanking.
I always like to flank people. You know this.
Let's make an Orcus sandwich. And I will take my movement and move forward, and also like turn around and be like, "Why'd you throw the torch?"
How many feet?
And just keep moving. My full 30 if I can.
Now
You're
there's a
holding
bright
the thing
spot.
with you?
Yeah, I'm holding. I mean, so technically 3 is lit up, and also there's a thermal cube in my pocket.
Yep.
So that moves with you.
So technically those things would move with me.
They're overlapping. Yep.
Yeah, perfect.
So I would just be a bright shiny light as I ran.
Perfect. And that will end your turn.
Bonus action, I will just shout out, "You don't sound so tough anymore. What happened to the smartass comments?" And that's it.
Okay. Yeah, perfect. That'll end your turn. Next up is going to be Gary. Gary
Fucking
is
Gary.
going to. Gary, I will say, is out of legendary actions.
I'm following again.
He's not. He's flying. He's just fine.
He's got wings.
He's good.
now.
He's good. I don't even know why he fucking
By the way,
freaked
the
out
light
about
that you're having is bright
Oh.
blue.
Ah,
What?
I can choose the color.
that is.
That's the worst light to light up darkness.
I mean, I'm not gonna. I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to be like, that's like the bad choice.
Have
But
you ever tried
is it,
reading
is it
blue
orange
lights?
then? Is it
no,
orange?
no, it's red. Red has the
Is
least
red the-
effect on your night vision. It has
Is
the
it
least effect
really?
on rods
Yeah.
and cones, and it also.
That's how
But
blue
like,
was though.
no, but like you know, like gamers have to like that play games all
Blue
day.
light.
They have
It's
blue
bad
light
for-
filters.
Yeah.
Garen is going to begin to climb up.
So sorry, that's red. It's a
And,
red
and
light.
for the very last time, as,
We
as
say
they are
telepathically.
free-falling, with his last chance, he's again going to strength check and see if he can grapple. Garen's roll.
Once again,
is-
asking for the power of friendship.
What?
And once again, asking for the power of friendship.
Yeah.
Am I within?
No. You are not within the amount of feet.
How do you know?
Because they're over 100 and
Yeah, how much have they fallen?
they're at 260, so they're about 200 feet above you right now.
That just so happens to be the range of my spell.
Well, you are also 10 feet off of them, so.
Well, the power
That
of
just so
friend-
happens to be the strength.
The power of friendship actually magnifies the power as well.
So Garion is going to attempt to grab him again. Garion rolled a 14 total, which is not going to beat Orcus's 27 total. So as he begins to fight Orcus and begin to attempt to grapple him, it's going to be unsuccessful as Orcus manages to pry him off and push him
should
down
publish that.
one last time. Nazlith, what are you doing?
How far do I need to get to them to be able to distinguish between them? To see
They're
them?
about 200 feet now. I would say that they are like at this second coming into your vision as someone who has dark vision. you are beginning to see the shadows of them start to appear. I would make you roll as a bonus action a perception check to kind of figure out which one's which.
Okay, I do want to.
Right now, all you are seeing is shadow.
I do want to figure out who's who.
Yep.
Who's
You said perception.
Yes, ma'am. Get it,
said
Nazareth.
20-ish.
Oh yeah. Well, he said ish last time.
21.
So I wasn't sure if it was 20 or not.
With a 21 as Nazareth, you are kind of like running forward. You begin seeing them fall. And all you can see is the black outlines or blurs of them. You manage to see a fairly large wing pop up in what looks like a pretty curvaceous body. You
Shame him.
know that to be Orcus.
He's a
right
thick
above
boy.
one of the wings, you see a horn begin to pop out.
Okay.
So you would assume Garyon is to your right.
Okay. And you said they're 200 feet up?
200 feet up, probably about, I'm going to give you about 250 feet from them. Total.
So I'm horizontally 250 feet from them?
No. As a vertical, like, parabola.
Asymptote.
Okay, but they're 200 feet from the ground.
Correct.
Okay, so what I would like to do is I would like to hold an action.
Okay.
And what I'm going to set up is I'm going to aim to the left where I believe Orcus to be, based on my perception check. And once he falls within 150 feet, to the side of him, so only affects him and doesn't affect Gary.
Yep.
I will cast Sunburst once they hit that 150 foot mark. So that should be the next.
Perfect.
turn.
So as you hold your action, you see them coming down. You realize you have a moment where you could time this right, and you begin to hold your action. That's going to end your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is going to be Orcus, and as Orcus kicks off Garyon, there's going to be a moment where you guys don't really see this outside of whoever has dark vision at this point. You will see a small red flash in the air. And your connection telepathically to each other is cut. You're unsure what happened.
Oh fuck.
As Gary died.
Did I see anything?
You begin to watch Garyon free fall. And we're going to go to break there.
Okay.
We'll be back. Give us like 10, 15 minutes. I have goosebumps. I just need to shake it out, get a drink. Give us like 10, 15 minutes to go to the bathroom, get some things. We'll be right back to finish this battle. Maybe.
Oh yeah, our death.
Maybe.
bet that
bad.
it's just fucking ixnays everything we try to send out.
Yeah, so where we left,
Probably true. So we can't call low. We can't call.
you guys are now in the midst of battle.
It wouldn't even help. Nobody
with
could get to
Orcus.
us.
You guys
Right.
have officially killed off both the Demogorgon
And Orcus.
the Green Draco.
We're just
Lich.
fighting the Green Draco.
Right, Orcus is dead.
Orcus is now making his descent along with Garion. You guys, as of now, have lost communication with both each other and Garion, as your telecommunication has vanished.
Telecom? Gary Telecom?
Next up, I'm going to need Willow
Nobody?
and
Okay.
Voltaire to roll dexterity saves for me, as it is the map's turn. As there's another flash on the bracers of Orcus.
Does that mean that we know where he's at?
You guys,
Yeah.
if you have dark vision, you'd be able to see the
Wow,
flash.
come on. You would think if I
Come
don't,
on!
Okay, I
you
don't
would think
wanna
that
see
if
him.
I
I don't
don't
wanna
have
see
dark
him.
vision, I
I'm
would
good.
see the flash better because that's the only thing I'd be able
Well,
to
I
see.
tell you right now is the map's turn, and I told you that the next map's turn is going to go to fully dark.
Which would mean a pitch black beam of light would stick out more than anything in the world.
So here's what I will give you,
play.
Sir Lawyer.
So,
That is a valid
Roll a
argument.
20 for me. Roll a 20 for me. What is it?
16.
Just doesn't work. As
20. It
you
was
can roll
20.
a 20.
That's why he wouldn't have worked.
especially you back
It
there.
was just
What a dick.
Mike knows exactly what's up.
What a dick.
I need you both. I need Willow and Voltaire to both roll dexterity saves for
I did.
me. What was your dexterity save?
5.
A 5. What did you roll?
14. No, 15.
14.
15.
Both are going to fail.
So, you know, the closest star to us, other than our sun, is like 4.6
You
light
both are
years
going to
away. And I can still see that light.
You both are going to take 15 points of damage as a rock comes colliding into the back of you guys and pushes
But you didn't see the
Fucking
rock.
fast can a rock go?
yet again. And as you hit that rock,
Again?
there's a moment that your eyes like open up a little extra as you kind of get hit. And as they open up a little extra, off of a cloud, you see just a bristle of light from the flash of the bracers.
Oh, I get to see it too?
Yeah.
What was
Can
the
I
damage
close
on
my
that?
eyes
Everybody
and not
sees
see
It's
it?
a light in the dark.
Oh, I don't want to see it. I'm good.
That will end the map's turn.
Fuck
Next
that light.
is going to be Voltaire.
Just wait till
Voltaire.
he and
What
I
was
are
the damage
playing
on that?
against you, bro.
Voltaire, what are you doing?
What was the damage on that?
15 points each.
Oh, God,
Fuck
that's
that
funny,
beam
dude.
of light. Wait, are we having Zomboy move?
Alpha Centauri.
He's been.
Yes,
Who's he
I'm
attached
going
to?
to have
He
him
has been moving it.
move 40 feet forward. He's going to dash forward.
40. Okay, he's going to get right underneath her.
Yay, that's cool. I'm down.
Dun, 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 dun,
Okay, having seen the flash, I'm going to pull out my bow, and
Mhm.
I'm going to take aim, and I'm going to fire an arrow
Can you
at
please
that
put this
area.
on
Okay,
top
as
of
you
the
fire the arrow, I
plastic
need you to
thing?
roll attack at
Like
disadvantage
I'm
for me, as it is now
Light?
pitch
Mhm.
black.
Just move you.
Different D20. Come on, you.
Oh, and I will say that if you are not resistant to cold at the top of each of the map rounds, you're going to have to make save throws.
Unless
for me.
you're, holding on to a thermal cube.
Yep.
24.
A 24 at
Nice.
disadvantage.
Mhm.
Very good,
17
sir.
and a 14 plus 10.
Yeah, very good. A 24 will hit.
Actually, 25 because I'm using my plus 1
Mhm.
damage bonus.
Mhm.
Okay, so a D10 plus.
Yeah, we can even X. We're going to do this first.
Sorry.
No, you're good, you're good. I appreciate what
Whoa,
you're
we're
doing.
that far back?
No. I just got re-inspired.
15,
Oh,
move it
you're
to the
moving the
center.
map. Okay, got it. Okay.
15 points of damage
Okay.
I was like, we just made all of that headway.
for the first
Retcon?
attack.
This guy just did all that work for nothing. Told you 4 times I didn't want fish.
Wait, are we farther back now? What happened?
We're
just
moving.
moving them
I'm
out.
moving
Oh,
so everything's
okay.
kind of in scene a little
I got
bit
you.
more.
I like it.
Anywho. Sorry, what was that?
15 points of damage
15 points
Nope.
of damage.
Nope.
for the
Is
first.
that magical?
Where are we
though?
going?
It is. My bow souls.
Move this
Okay.
in the center of it.
Oh,
Put
it's
the
the
long
bow
boy on the
souls.
base of the thing.
Okay.
Like the first time you were using it?
No, I've used it a bunch of times
Yes,
now, and
yes.
I've
He's just put it in the center.
yeah.
He's just yet to kill anybody.
True.
No. Move the stick.
so
Well,
Stand
how many
in the
people do
middle.
we actually kill? We've probably only actually killed like 4
Stand in
people.
the middle of the light in the circle.
So minus 15 points.
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
damage.
And I have a second
Yeah.
attack that
There
I
you
will
go.
take.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Thank you.
For your second attack, what are you doing?
I will shoot another of my +1 arrows at that fat son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Fat son of a bitch.
That
Son of a
is
bitch.
17 for the first one,
I love that episode.
and that is 18 for the second one.
So 27.
So 27.
27
Ooh.
will hit. 'Cause I almost tripped over a chair.
I was gonna say, was that a lean with it, or were you
No, no,
falling?
that's- I
That
took a
is
step back.
16 points of damage.
Nice.
So
Nice.
that's 31 points of damage in this turn.
To be perfectly honest, guys, I don't have any cool shit like I did against the Demogorgon.
Perfect.
I'm out.
Yeah, so you fire 2 arrows up. You don't have dark vision right now, so you can't really see it, but that flash of light off of that cloud.
You gave me that
you
little flavor.
managed to just barely, get a glimpse of, I think they're there. You still have to roll at disadvantage, unfortunately, but you did make contact.
Do I hear him yell or anything?
You don't. As a matter of fact, as the arrow passed through some of the fog and clouds that are now forming as the wind is picking up, you are kind of unsure if you hit him or not, to be honest with you. However, the situation continues. Willow, what are you doing?
Donde es Gary?
Oh, actually, I would have, after I took my shots, I would have moved up next to Budanic.
At this point in time, do you have dark vision?
No, I don't.
I'm casting bright light from my
I will say this is
Yeah.
now dark. We are now in dark, so dark rules apply.
So there's
Your
bright
vision
light
with
coming
dark
off
vision is
of.
only what is it, 60 feet? I think it says.
I think,
Uh,
yes.
I'll let Mike get back and let me
But
know. He's
Budanic is glowing right now.
perfect.
So
yes,
I would have,
Budanic is glowing.
With the
before
bright
my turn
light.
ended, I would have ran up to him.
Yeah, definitely. What are you doing, Will?
Well, I'm asking, is Gary still free falling?
You are unsure of what's happening.
I'm not sure.
Yep.
Okay.
You are unaware of what is happening above you.
So he was 200 feet.
You didn't really know that, to be honest. You knew he was out of your vision. He's been out of your
I
vision.
think I
this
was the
whole
only
time.
one that knew that, right?
Yep. Nazlith would have been the only person to see them originally, and then Voltaire got lucky enough to kind of look up and see a flash.
What does light say?
Oh, it's a 10-foot 20-foot radius.
So
Dim light for an additional
within 40
20
feet of me is
Yeah, light, glowing light.
dim light.
Yep.
Within 20 feet of me is bright light.
Yep.
So everything for 40 feet out, can we see any part of Gary falling?
Not from 40 feet, no.
Does it only reach 40 feet high?
Yep.
Okay.
So it's 20. It's
And
like a
even
dome.
those who have dark vision would not be able to
And
see.
if I was like falling
like
through an
as
open
the fungus
space, like
began
the
covering
Baldur,
Nazlith,
the
your
Baldur.
vision of them as like shadows would have
Right.
just eventually darkened completely.
Gandalf
Okay.
versus the
Even
Balrog.
you at this
Balrog,
point with dark vision would
Um,
not
Then
be
for
seeing
my
that.
ready,
falling through like open space. It
Attack.
would be 40 feet
Yeah.
all the way around.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna let a couple more seconds go, and I'm just gonna assume where I would think
That's
he'd be
fine.
flying
Yeah,
into it.
before I get back, before we
Balrog.
get you, I will let you have
Okay.
that turn.
Well, it would be before my next turn.
yeah, that's what I mean.
So since my creature can fly, can it fly up
Yeah,
its movement?
yeah,
Okay. So then I'm gonna go ahead and have her
yeah.
move 40 feet
Up in the air.
up
straight
in the air, straight up in the air.
Yeah.
She has dark vision up to 60 feet.
She just can't see anything yet.
She can't see anything.
Nothing.
No movement.
Nope.
Okay. So if she
Fuck.
moves the additional, like to dash, then up to 80.
And she's got another 40 feet of, or
Yeah, another
40 feet of
additional
vision.
40.
No, still can't see anything.
Okay.
And she is now sitting at, her.
She was 40
She was,
already, and then
yeah.
40.
Yep. So that's 80. That would be 120 plus the 40 you threw on that.
Okay. She still can't see
vision.
anything?
No.
Okay, then
She's now skying up there, like just up. in the
cool.
air.
Well, I'm having her tell me, just let me know of that.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Then I am going to go ahead and
Move down contact.
move
Yeah.
my speed of 40
Yes, ma'am.
to be underneath where she was previously in the dome off the side.
Perfect.
And I'm staying away from any fucking boulders or rocks.
Yeah, and you now feel like, as it was getting very cold, I don't know if you have cold resistance. Do you or do you not?
No.
Is anyone here resistant to cold?
We have a thermal cube keeping it at 95 degrees anywhere we're at.
Yeah, I know. I just want to know who's resistant.
No.
to cold.
I don't think I am.
Definitely not.
Perfect.
This
Then
arbitrary.
I'm gonna hold my if I hold my action
Yes,
to
ma'am.
like if I see Gary, can my action be dash?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna hold my action that as soon as I see Gary hit the ground, then I'm gonna dash to him.
Never been asked that before.
So you can hold your action for movement, right?
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
hold your
yeah.
action and say, if somebody
Yeah.
comes near me, I'm going to back up.
Yeah.
So if you want to hold your action to just bolt
I get it.
forward.
I like it.
Yeah,
So you're gonna hold your action, take your dash.
take my
If you
dash.
see them.
If I see Gary hit the ground.
Perfect.
inspired.
Udanic, what are you doing?
This guy doing quick math in his head and knowing the
Gary
exact
math.
angle of the hypotenuse of how far it would have been for me to get onto the other side of these two as they were falling, knowing full well at this point that because this asshole has just great advantage over us and probably has blind sight or some true sight bullshit that he can see us through this cloud, I'm just going to continue running forward, and I'm going to try and get onto the other side of where I last knew Garyon to be falling from, and
Okay.
try and just get about 10 feet outside of that on the far side of where he would have landed.
Oh,
Does
we're
that
gonna
make
throw
sense?
ropes up and we're gonna lasso him down, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll have to pull him. He's floating in the mushrooms.
Toss you my hand, bro. Oh, by the way, Chris, the bag that Gary threw, were the
Yes.
coins in them?
No, he's just set the coins down next to the bag. You would notice that they are they're just like faceless coins.
Okay,
like a
all right.
gold
So when
disc.
because I grabbed them, so it's just a bag and then how many coins?
4.
4. They weren't scattered, right? So I was able to grab
He
them all.
literally put a stack of 4 and
Oh, easy. Okay, cool. All right.
And he ran away.
Cool.
Gary bag and 4 coins.
Gary bag. So yeah, I'm just gonna try and make it onto the other side as best I can, and also as I'm running, shout, "Watch your 6! This asshole could try and hit us at any point in time now, so be aware."
Where you running to?
I would like to run to the other side of where Gary would have been falling from. So like,
Well, you are very unaware. But
I
I'm gonna
watched
let you
where
go.
they impacted,
I'm gonna
right?
let you know the direction. No, you did not see that. You don't have the vision.
What,
to
no,
see
when
the
he first teleported up there, and they've been falling pretty much at a straight line since.
Oh yes.
So I'm just quickly like, okay, that was and my character's great at
roll
math.
d20
And stuff.
for me actually.
My character's good at math.
He's
What's
done
your,
this.
and add your intelligence modifier.
Thank you.
He's done this to me before. It didn't matter.
Yeah, it didn't matter to you because he was trying to get you to shut the fuck up and move on. I'm taking my action to do something. Plus my intelligence modifier, 22.
Nice.
With the 22, I will say that you.
One
do
thing I'm good
pretty-
at in this game.
You do pretty well to get somewhere near where you believe that they are falling.
And I will come to a
Kind of
sliding stop and withdraw my sword and also one of the eggs that I had
I still
and
have my
just
egg, just
wait
in case when we
patiently.
Okay, perfect.
Raw egg smell for everyone.
Nazlith, what are you doing?
By this point, my held action would have gone off by now for my previous turn.
Did they drop to 150 feet?
Well, no.
So-
I held an action from the last one, which would not count as my action this time. So I
What was
want
your
that.
action last time?
I held it to do sunburst, and I told him since it's darkness, because I originally specified once they hit the 150 feet mark, I want that spell to be off. But since it's darkness, I'm just going to time it in my head what I think it would be then.
Okay, roll an intelligence check for me.
Yeah, because my celestial was 120 feet.
I mean,
There. Can't see.
She is the one person who got a good view of them falling first.
well,
The one person.
so
Because it was dark, so she saw the shadows of them falling. And got a good time. I would say that you had a clue of where Gary teleported to, but that's about it.
24.
nice.
And
nice.
you would like to time it for what spell?
Sunburst.
Is Is that a save on my part, or is that a...
I will read it to you. It is an 8th level spell.
Ooh.
Saving that one.
Burning up them shrooms,
Fuck,
dude.
I've gone through my 8th and 7th for a while, man.
Brilliant sunlight flashes in a 60-foot radius centered on a point you choose within range.
Okay.
Each creature in that light must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 12d6 radiant damage and is blinded for 1 minute. On a successful save, it takes half as much damage. It isn't blinded. And I know I can't blind you.
12d6. Oh my.
Perfect. And what is the yeah, you can definitely do that.
Constitution is 15.
With your throw, you can do that. You've rolled a 9 plus his 7.
Oh.
So you take half as much damage then.
Yeah.
Piece
Of course,
shit.
of course.
How much does that light up?
What is the area of effect?
It has a 60-foot radius, so 120 by
Gary's
120.
involved.
Well, no, I put it to the left. So I specifically said I didn't want to hit Gary. I put it to the left so the side of the sphere would hit Orcus only. That's what I specified before.
I'm just curious, what is the spell based off of as far as modifier? Con, charisma?
It's a con.
Con.
Roll a con check for me. I'm going to see how accurate you are with this spell, with this con check.
You made this so difficult on me. I had rolled an intelligence check. I held my action.
The intelligence check was to calculate
What do you want me to roll?
the fall. You still don't know where they are, so you now want to not only calculate the fall, but put it in a spot. You're going to roll your constitution. Just a
But I
constitution check
already
for
picked
me.
the spot when I still had light, though. I still have to roll for that?
Yes, roll a d20 for me and add your con modifier. And then, this is how well you're
7.
using this. You're going to use this spell. That's with your constitution modifier.
Yes. Yeah.
She's a wizard. She has no
you
con.
you still very much hit him. Don't worry about that. You do full damage. I'm just going to take that into account.
When it comes
What
to
else
Gary
are you
saves.
Well, I'm going to roll the half damage on him then.
You've now
Okay.
fully killed Gary.
We fully
So
killed
would you
Gary.
roll
He
then
lands
just
as a
the
barbecue
12 and
crisp
then
of
divide
sadness.
by that by 2? No, you roll 6
No,
dice.
you rolled 12 and then divide by 2.
So did you roll 12? You rolled 12 dice. And
12 divided by 2.
Seriously? No, I did not roll 12 dice.
You need more
did you roll
d6s?
6?
I just rolled 6.
Oh, count those 6 and then just re-roll them.
Oh,
Roll the second time.
17.
You don't gotta go digging. We got this.
Boy, I've got 6.
No, you're fine.
horrible at math. She's a runner, she's a track star.
I find I like math. Doing it again, I'm like...
Good, because your whole degree is based
I
off
know,
that.
actually-
It would be really sad
Right. But I actually enjoy
if you
it.
went in, like, what, a third time and was like, meh. No, second time.
Huh?
Oh, I'll lose my mind if you do that. Okay, 19.5, so 19 points. Right?
Wait, you did...
19 points of radiant damage.
It was 39 divided by 2 is 19.5.
Yeah, that's what- okay.
Rounded
Yeah.
down is 19.
I was like, I hope you didn't roll so low, so you only rolled 19.
No,
That
no,
would
19
suck.
was the total.
Aw, that would make me so sad.
Hey, that was a great
Right.
spell.
It was.
Great placement. I'm willing to bet at least some of
That would
the
be a lot of
mushrooms burned
ones
up in
and
the
maybe like
sunlight.
a 2 there or something.
Perfect. Yeah,
Yes,
and as you
solar
fire
flare.
that spell, you feel it contact all of fucking Orcus.
Does it create any, like, exuding
It's just
light?
instantaneous.
Just, okay.
Yeah.
What else are you doing?
That's a big burst of
I was
light.
going to say, we all of our...
Does that burst of light let them see anything for a brief moment?
The pupils are like,
I'm
bah!
curious.
I would say
All
that
my dark
actually,
vision is gone.
as your spell hits Orcus, and they are falling, yeah, they are just out of your, like, they're probably about at 170-ish feet right about now, as they're, like, continuing their descent. You hit Orcus, it flashes. You get a very bright view of Orcus, who right now is on a quick descent down. Above Orcus is a lifeless Garyon.
Ooh, shit.
You just get a brief flash, almost like a lightning burst, of
How
just Garyon.
dead are we seeing in that lightning burst?
In
Is he
that
dead
quick-
dead or is he like
In
dead?
that quick lightning burst, you don't really see.
Does he
he
blade?
just is definitely not moving.
And in the 120 feet Does that capture any of the fungus that has crawled in?
The fungus has yet to get to that 120 feet.
Even around? Okay.
Even around you guys, the fungus is falling at a much slower rate. It's pretty light. I wouldn't even say it's like free falling, right? It looks like it's like purposely being controlled to like move and come in. So it's not like it's moving at a very quick speed.
Are there any particular fungus that look like a bitch?
You don't see that one yet.
I'm gonna stay where I am. I'm not gonna do anything else. That's it.
Right.
Well, actually, that wasn't even my turn. That was my held action, right?
That was your held.
So now it would be my turn, right? Okay. Then, briefly seeing the flash where Orcus was, I'm going to blindly try and cast Firebolt at him.
Okay.
Firebolt. You know what I miss? Dancing. Like club dancing. You know what I mean?
23 to hit?
I'm not a dancer.
Oh wait,
23 will
that's
hit.
not at disadvantage.
I'm
I don't believe that.
Oh yes, disadvantage.
You look at me and think I'm a dancer.
I think you would
21
get
hit.
down.
A 21 will barely.
I did
hit.
dance
Okay.
at the wedding we went to.
I feel like you would do a lot of this.
I can see you being graceful.
Was I doing
Okay,
a lot of
so
this, Devin?
I get
hold
that.
on, I'm trying
get
to
that.
roll my stuff.
I think you're a beer holder dancer. You know.
Woo!
You
13.
get that.
15
You get
points
it.
of fire
I'm
damage.
white. This is
Maybe
your
a
box.
little bit
Stay
of
right
a
here.
little booty
15
shake.
points of
I can
fire
see it.
damage.
Yep.
Do the Q-tip.
Yeah, and as you hit him with
Dice
the
roll.
full fire
Ooh,
damage,
sorry,
you will
Willow.
notice that it doesn't really take all of the fire damage.
So he's
that you give him.
resistant to fire.
Well, he does look like a devil.
I thought
Look
I'd
at his
try it.
hooves.
Because he's got the cold thing going
Don't
on.
profile.
That's true. That's true.
It's profile.
Okay.
That's profile.
Does
That's
that
it.
end your turn?
That's it.
Perfect.
Saying
Next up
he
is
looks like
going
a
to
devil?
be Orcus' turn.
Hooves!
As Orcus begins
And horrid.
Garion's more of a devil than he is.
his descent, he gets down to about
Sexy
100
devil.
feet within where you guys are at. Whoever has dark vision, you would now be able to see like his outline.
Well, I'm assuming he's coming
would be able
down
to see
and
him.
passes the celestial. Like, oh fuck.
Yeah, he passes the celestial at this point. You would get the celestial would be like, whoa.
Like,
and this thing just comes flying down underneath him.
Wing Daddy coming at you.
That's a huge bitch.
That's a huge bitch.
I am going to
Oh,
need,
double fuck.
as I tuck out away with my camera view, I'm going to need, gosh, I just had it pulled up.
Not me, because I've not been rolling well with these, and I don't have a ring anymore.
You guys don't really see what's happening, but Orcus takes his large wand in his hand as he's going down, throws a large fire, well, it's a fiery red colored ball down on the ground. It lands in between you guys. As you guys watch it like rain down upon you, I am going to need...
Come on, dexterity saves, bro.
Fuck dexterity, man.
I've
I have
not been
plus
doing
2 to
good.
that. I have hate dexterity. Give me a wisdom.
Hug your Voltaires if you want a bonus.
Give me a chop or something.
It's going to land about right there. And I'm going
Oh,
to
cool.
need everybody to roll Constitution saving throws for me.
How close am I to you? Do I get anything?
If you're within 10 feet.
No, I think it might be 15.
Not 20.
Woohoo! Good job.
I'm in the same boat.
That's cocked. That's cocked. I wish I would have taken the cocked!
Don't we all?
I can't even read your dice. It's so
I
hard.
like how out of everybody who makes con saves, you're the one.
That's
that
not
saves.
it, but I got it.
You save, and the rest of us are all like, oh.
No, my con sucks. Wiz and Cha, man, are my thing.
Wizard Cha.
Wiz Cha.
Same.
Also, we have advantage on Wiz. So why the hell are we making all these cons and debts?
Because
Oh
Those
my
are
God.
advantages, bro.
Because you have advantage on the whiz, of course.
9th level fireball, guys. Here it comes.
I'm about to mass heal all the fuck of us.
Well, it was fun playing with you guys.
What was the radius of this spell?
It's a fireball. It's 60 feet.
Is
You
he
are,
within it?
anybody who failed is not a fireball.
All of
As
us.
it hits the floor of, you watch as all of the snow is pushed out in an outwardly direction. The reddish purple hue that takes over hits you with
120.
Don't fucking say that.
41 necrotic damage.
That was.
We're
Did you
dead.
hear that?
He
Did you
started
hear
a
that?
list. He
He
started
started
a
a
list.
list. He started a list.
I'm dead.
If
I'm
you
so
save,
dead.
you take half of that.
So wait, I'm resistant to necrotic damage.
So you would take a quarter
fourth.
of that.
So 41 divided by 4.
10.
Yeah, you take 10 damage. Necrotic damage, which for like the first
That was
time
a
in
list.
Nazla's
It's
life,
paid off.
you like have
You're like, oh my God, this is
necrotic damage
helpful.
is done back to you, and it just fucking sucks. You have not felt anything like this since that time, a very long time ago, when you might have been captured and you didn't know all these things, and someone attempted something like this on you at one point in time. That is going to be his first action. He is then going to pull out a legendary action.
That was all the damage that did.
Yes. Sorry if I scared you.
You did sound very much like you were starting a list.
It was 41 necrotic damage, 85
Right.
bludgeoning damage,
And a
62 cold damage,
Dead.
and 59 fuck you damage.
I am now
69
mush.
yo mama damage.
Actually, no, he's not going to take the rest of
Because you want this to keep going.
He's gonna be down at that 100-foot mark. You're gonna watch Garan still about 120 feet above. And as he begins coming down upon you guys,
Does Gary hit the ground yet?
Nope, Gary's still
no,
above.
neither of them have hit the ground. You guys hear Orcus in your head yet again.
Oh god, fuck you, Orcus. I gotta pee.
Sad, isn't it? Your own people to blame. The Drollbart imbeciles followed every breadcrumb given to them. Gave Zuchtmoy and her warriors a clear path for devastation. And all you had to do was not get involved.
That will end his turn. Next up is going to be the map, who,
On the map.
Oh, it's about to dunk on me.
as this rock is continuing
Just
to
chasing
shove upon
me.
you guys,
This
it's
rock-
actually going to, it's actually going
Oh
to
my
vert the other direction another 20 feet. Nazlith, I need you, your undead creature, and I need Willow to make dexterity checks for me.
Willow!
16, so I fail, right?
Yeah.
Orcus said
Dex.
some very mean
Dex.
things about Emerald.
9 for
Yeah,
my
he
undead,
said some
so
really
he fails.
horrible things about your sister.
Oh gosh.
I mean, they were kind of true, but like, really, it was just uncalled for.
19.
I don't know, dude. I
So
don't think
you're
she was
gonna
a
take 5 points
slut.
of damage. You're going to take 10 points of damage. Bludgeoning as
She seemed
this
pretty
rock
reserved.
comes
Let's just put it
flying
this way. I
into
fell into
both
her
of
burning
you.
ring of fire a couple times.
What does your undead creature?
Let's see.
I hate you.
He is
respect
still
you.
standing.
I hate you.
And again, right before that happens, you would have seen the flash off of Orcus's bracers. That will end the match term. Top of the round. Voltaire, what are you up to, bud? Willow, you're on deck.
Do I have a general idea of where the massive fireball of death came from?
You do at this point. He is now about 100 feet away. You've watched a couple flashes off of him within the last 10 seconds. Probably about 3 different flashes of him as he's coming down. It's almost like a strobe light hitting him in the air. What are you...
I'm going.
Oh, and... Are you resistant to cold?
No.
You're outside of the
I need you
Am I not
to-
inside the heat?
No.
No, because
moved
it
away from
follows.
you.
He's by his
He has
fire
a flaming
patch, though.
sword.
I don't have my flaming sword out.
Nope. I
He
take
He
that back.
is a hottie potty.
Please go ahead and make a constitution save for me.
He's technically wearing sweatpants.
He's got his hot pants on underneath his armor.
Yeah. So like, does that cushion, insulate?
9.
You're going to take 5
save.
points of cold damage as
You
you
save.
feel the area around you, as Orcus descends and gets closer and closer, it is well below 0 degrees at this point.
Quick question.
Where you were at, yes.
I did play my Armor of Agathis, which basically surrounds me in a shield of cold. Does that have any effect on what you just did? Just ask.
You would have... Does it help with cold? Does it make you immune? Or does it... you would
Spectral
say-
frost that covers your gear. It doesn't say anything about not taking. Wait, no. I just wasn't sure if that would play in.
I would say
okay.
no there at that point. No, the gear might
in my
feel like
pocket.
it's in its comfort zone, but that's not helping you at this point.
It's on
right?
one side is
So you
not
said
armor, the other
five.
side is.
So
Yes,
what's
5
his
points of
hold
cold
it?
damage.
Holds his hand?
It's like burning through his hands. Think of it this way.
Your celestial creature is going to have to start making those throws. I forgot about those. So on your turn, it's going
Well,
to
when he did the firebolt, she passed her.
It's cold damage.
Oh, I know, it's cold damage.
Oh.
On
He's
your
adding
turn,
an
though,
extra
so
layer to
give me
fuck
1
us.
second.
I'm going to now. Fucker. I'm gonna shoot my bow at him.
That's funny.
Am I at disadvantage or anything?
Yes, it is dark.
Is he within 40 feet of me?
Is Voltaire?
No, the Orcus.
So
No,
plus
he's
10,
not 100
my
feet.
plus 1.
110 feet from you.
11.
Actually, the radius of the light.
23.
A 23
You gonna finish that
will hit.
sentence?
Okay. So
What
that
was your question?
is
So if I have
my D10s.
Gummy Boy, put it in my pocket.
Do you have armor on?
Yeah, dwarf armor.
Technically.
Yeah.
You gotta think, it's hot enough
That is 10
that it's
points of
emitting
damage for the first
95
attack.
degrees at 15 feet
And
away.
I will launch a second attack at him as well.
So it's not comfortable.
Right. That's fine. I'll just
Holding it
create
is
a
not
constant
comfortable.
wind.
18.
18's going to miss.
Let me roll disadvantage just in case.
19.
Nat 20.
Oh.
Damn, what a waste of that.
yeah.
So your first one hits him. The second one's going to miss. And as you kind of see like strobes, you kind of see as the strobe of one of the flashes goes out for because you watched the first one hit him. The second one, you're pretty unsure of what happened. It just gets like pretty dark there at the end. As he begins his descent, that's going to end your turn, Willow.
So, she was 120 feet.
Yep.
He passed her? How far did Gary pass her?
If she's 120 feet, they're only 20 feet under her. Gary would be eye level with her.
Cool. Okay, so then eye level, she's going to go ahead and just touch Gary and give him.
Are you okay?
Yes, all of them.
4 points of temporary hit points. And then I'm oh, it's gonna sound kind of bad.
How many?
4 temp. How does he look?
Dead.
Is his eyes open? Like I'm gonna have the celestial look him in the eye.
In this moment, no.Is eyes have yet to open, but you will see that his chest kind of like gets a little
Okay.
bit bigger, like maybe
Cool.
he took a breath.
So he's 100 feet from the ground currently.
He's 120. Orcus is 100.
My girl was 120. Okay,
Gary
okay,
120.
got
your
it.
girl 120.
Got it.
Orcus
Okay.
100.
All right, cool, girl. Okay, and then Gary is where? From Gary and my girl.
They're touching.
Oh, Gary and Orcus are touching.
No. Orcus is down
above
here.
Orcus.
Okay.
Gary's up here. Your Celestial's right here.
Right. How far from Celestial to Gary?
To
Orcus.
So your celestial had to touch.
If they're eye level, yeah. So she was already with Gary. Touched
Right.
Gary.
So she was eye level, but she would have had to fly her. She would have had to fly.
Oh.
She was already at 120.
Right. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying, but she's
Oh,
distance
forward,
flying.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 feet.
So she made her movement to get to Gary and touch him.
Correct.
Okay.
And I need her to roll a Constitution save for me.
Okay. I would do that, but okay. So then, and then how far from Gary down to Orcus?
20 feet, so from your celestial, 25.
Okay. So, could I have her, like, dash and using just brute force, like, kind of, like, just hit him in the head?
She already used an action, so she can't dash.
No, she didn't use an action.
Is that a bonus action? Yeah, she can try to dash and hit him.
I hit she hit his wing.
Yeah, try to
Okay.
melee attack.
Okay. So let me roll. You need con.
Yep, she has to roll a Constitution save before she does anything else.
Okay.
Technically, before she attacked Gary.
This is
Attack
how
Gary?
we
I mean,
all
healed Gary.
die.
I have a lot on my head.
Okay. Golly whiz, man. Okay. That's 4.
She is going to take 8 points of freezing damage.
Okay. Cool.
So she heals Gary for 4 points. She reaches over to Orcus and
I'm gonna have her
25
like.
feet, she spirals down, chasing him.
Well, I want her to do like how when people jump out of planes, they go straight body.
Yeah,
I want her to like
exactly.
straight body, like using full on force to like hit his wing to like just make him like, oh, what the fuck?
Perfect. Yep.
Okay.
Roll a melee attack.
Oh, I have to modify with.
Weird laughter
The
rings out.
modifier. Okay, so 15.
Perfect.
Oh my gosh, it's so difficult because I have to translate it
misses.
all. Okay, that misses. Okay.
Yeah, so as
Just to
your
catch his attention.
being comes
mostly.
flying down, Orcus manages to just catch a glimpse right off the left shoulder and pulls in the wing. Your being actually flies about 10 feet past Orcus.
Okay.
And is now like in between you guys and Orcus.
Cool.
On his path downward. That's going to end your turn. Next up is going to be Boo down.
Well, that was just her turn. It's not my turn.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and like talk to Gummy Boy. No, what's his name? Victor.
What?
I was thinking of his
Oh,
hands.
okay.
He looks gummy.
Okay.
He looks a little squishy.
He does look squishy.
Is he like? Was he? Because he was next to me last time. So is he?
He's got to be near dead at this point.
Okay.
He's been hit a couple times.
12 hit points left.
Okay. I'm gonna be like, hey, give me the
Stones?
stone.
Yeah, he'll easily hand it over to you.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna put the stone and quickly just drop it into my thing. I'm wearing dwarven armor.
Yeah, you're fine holding.
Oh, I should have done that.
Voldemort style.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So would that? Do you want that to be my action?
Bonus action.
That's my bonus action. Okay. All right. So then, as
Why do you have a ring?
what?
Me?
That's the heat ring. Oh, why?
No, you shouldn't have that ring. That ring.
This
oh,
was his
never mind.
sanctuary.
It's my shield of faith. It's still up.
Sanctuary.
Still up.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't think I did it.
Right. And then
You're on deck, brother.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Ow.
move.
Jesus,
Ooh,
that hurt.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna move because I'm still wearing my boots.
God, no, that really
Yeah,
hurts
yeah.
me now. That was way too
Will
hard.
40 get me to like
Like,
to-
headbutt the shit
in a
out of
triangular
it.
tip of the triangular point?
Oh yeah, definitely. Right there.
No, keep going. Like past on the other side.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Perfect.
definitely. So you're in the heat again.
Yep.
As you
Well,
exit out
I
of
now
that,
have the heat too.
as you exited out of that.
Oh
heat,
yeah,
I need
no.
you-
She doesn't exit. She carries the heat with
Oh,
her.
you carried it over.
Fucking me over.
Oh,
Sorry! Join me at the heat.
Well, Gummy Boy was gonna die, and I didn't want the point to be.
No, that's fine.
So you're double layering the heat.
It's
I'll
at
move.
least 95
So as
degrees
you
where
run
we're
away
at.
with the heat,
Balmy,
What the hell?
comfortable.
I'm gonna
But that's a
get
long-
some.
End your turn.
Well, no, my because that was just my movement.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold my action.
Okay.
That as soon as I see Gary land, I'm gonna go ahead and kill him
Okay.
with the push and dip it down his throat.
Blech.
Perfect. That's the end of your turn. Next up is going to be Budanic. What are you doing, bud?
I'm going to swing my blade around from a positive attack formation to a defensive stance, and holding it across my forearm and keeping exceptional focus on Orcus. I will take the dodge action.
Do you have night vision?
I do. Not night vision goggles. I don't have NVGs, but I do have dark vision inherently as a human who is also a hobgoblin.
Wait, you're both?
I'm both a hobgoblin and humanoid. Yes. Humanoid's like the class.
Right.
Okay, what are you
Hobgoblin.
doing?
Anyways,
We gotta get these turns going.
I'm holding my blade up and I'm looking across and taking the dodge action, and I will just staring up at him shout out like, "I'm not sure who it is you're trying to convince here, because you can't really lie to us, even if you are lying to yourself. But you forgot something very, very important. We are
Oh God.
the 5 fungi."
Oh
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay.
I'm goading him.
I feel you. I feel you.
Change our name. I thought we changed.
Yeah.
Orcus
We
starts
never
counting.
shot. We literally had a week to talk about it, and nobody sent anything.
Perfect. And that will end your turn. Next up's going to
We could be the silver spores. I don't care.
Gary.
He's
Gary,
awake.
at this point in time, as your creature
Oh,
kind of
stretch it out.
as your creature pumped in some health in those 6 seconds, that's a lot to do to pump in health, look at somebody, go and stab somebody. As your creature kind of looks back at Gary, Gary's still lifeless,
Okay.
falling.
Even though he took a breath.
At this point, you watch his chest move. At this point in time, you watch Gary plummet and hit the ground.
Is he dead?
He's not moving. Nazilith, what are you doing?
Orcus is 100 feet away from me.
To do that?
Orcus is within 100 feet of you.
When
Yeah.
they're dead, they
Is he
can't
still,
come
like,
back
up in the
because
air,
of healing
though?
spells.
He is. So Orcus at this point in
Yeah,
time
he does
would
have
be.
safety.
He's still continuing to descend. We're gonna
It's
go
not our
ahead and say
choice.
he's at the 70-foot mark. In the air, you're about 30 feet away. We'll give that to you.
Okay. Where he's at right now in the air, I'm going to cast Sickening Radiance.
Okay.
And it's going to be a point that fixates right on him.
Yeah.
It's 30-foot radius, so 60-foot sphere around him. No, because he's going to move out of it. This is only going to work once.
Yeah,
And
so-
I don't want it to be above us because I don't want any one of us to walk into it, but I want it to be there, and I'll tell
Definitely.
you.
I'm just gonna kind of hang out.
Have it there.
Okay.
Do you
For a
have
second.
I do have it.
your diamonds?
As you are kind of
Your
only
diamonds?
hitting him once with this.
Okay, so
Oh,
when
yeah, all
he
my
starts
stuff
his
I
next
collected
turn there, because he will be
before
there
that.
when
Yeah.
it starts, he'll have to save on a
more
Constitution
important than
saving
my
throw,
size.
and you'll have to let me know the outcome of that.
I have one.
But
more
for
that
now, we now have a 60-foot diameter sphere hanging out there.
I can't heal him.
So that's going to be a point of light. It's not going to extend very far, but at least be something that everyone can see.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. And Orcus is like dead center of his as it hits
I'm
him.
not gonna
Yep.
say I love you.
And that'll end
No.
your turn.
No, I'm going to
Oh.
fly up on, because I haven't moved yet.
Yeah,
I'm going to
definitely.
fly up onto the rock, so if it decides to be fuckery, it won't smash me, and I'll be right on top of it. I'll
Right
be
there on the
SpongeBob
rock.
in this shit.
Is that going?
Yeah, and then I'll bonus action command my undead to sit on it with me.
Yeah, and he gets.
It's a boulder.
20 foot of
Basically,
movement.
like,
He
never
like
stopped him.
climb up and he barely
No, I don't
stands
want the
up on
rock
the
to
edge.
hit me.
That'll go ahead and
Still
end
hit you.
So close.
The
Nazlith's
rock?
turn.
It's been hitting people all sorts
Next
of ways.
up
not
is
just by moving.
going
Well, at least it's not
to
gonna
be
switch me
Orcus.
Okay,
Bam,
Constitution
starts
throw.
Put push on the stairs. So you press on the stairs.
I'm gonna use the chunk.
Then hold your action to cast quick mass healing or something like that. Make some sort of healing spell for the area.
18.
I've ordered it by
So he saves, so that means
your spell will go off. Once your spell goes off, he's got extra HP. And then he can
Secrets
cast
don't make fungal friends.
Makes sense?
My head. It's right by my name.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm
DM,
looking at the screen.
it's Chris and then DM Chris.
Yeah, it's face Chris. What kind of damage you doing?
nothing happens to
Do you
him.
want-
Okay.
Do
So
you wanna
yeah,
take a seat, bro?
he makes a save. No, I'm about to stand up again.
But
it's just
that-
Orcus's turn. So.
That will still be a
We'll ask
point
the
of
fucking-
reference for
Save,
us
Save.
Yeah,
for 10
and
minutes.
You'll see it still float above him as he continues to sweep down. He's going to finish his movement.
Your
and
sphere
be
looks so
about,
broken.
He's going to be
So
floating
ovular.
about 20 feet above you guys
What
at
did you
this
say?
point in
Your
time.
sphere looks a little ovular.
As a matter of fact, I am going to
He said he's 20 feet away from us?
20.
Off the ground.
He comes into the 20-foot mark off the ground. as you guys are now feeling the wind of his wings, and just seeing the bulk size of him right next to you.
He looks like pussy-ass bitch.
And you begin to hear him yet again.
Good morning, ladies.
Drogards couldn't even do their job and stop you. Starting next time. Devour the innards. And hang their skin for free.
You sound like a whiny teenager.
All the who's in Whoville start to cry.
I'm not participating in that, man. I'm good, thank
As a
you.
GM, I appreciate it. As he makes his attacks on you guys, you're gonna watch as he gets close to you guys. I need
Fuck this guy.
everyone.
He's resistant to fire, and he also causes cold damage. How fucked is that?
That's why I thought fire damage might be worth a shot.
Yeah, well, fuck your thoughts.
Yeah, right.
Says Chris the DM.
With shield,
I can't wait till we have to chew on hot dogs. That's all I'm saying. I've heard your theory on like Constitution saves while eating a hot dog.
What?
Same.
Very confused.
He's actually going to take the rest of his feet,
Bless you.
the rest of his flight, and he's going to get within the 10 feet within you guys, and he's going to take a swing on you first,
It's a disadvantage.
Budownik, and then he's going to take a swing at you, Willow.
His attack against me is a disadvantage.
Yep. His disadvantage attack
95. Does an 86 hit?
is a 28.
Wow.
And then I'm going to do my attack on Willow.
Disadvantage is a
With-
28.
With the egg,
It's going to be a 20.
well, it doesn't hit, so never mind.
Okay.
Got that dwarven armor on, bro. I'm proficient in heavy armor for some
Yeah.
odd fucking reason.
Just a
Clerics, dude.
secret here.
That's cool. I'll hold my
20
rotten
is
eggs
the
for
lowest.
later.
Plus he
20 to
can go.
hit. Plus 19 to hit.
Jesus Christ.
He has a plus 19 to hit, and you're like, I wonder how this fight is gonna go. I'm worried.
When he hits Budownik with the wand, you are going to take
85 points of damage.
15 points. Oh wait, sorry. I
Is he
forgot
playing? He rolled a nat one.
the plus.
He rolled a nat 1.
You're gonna take 23 points of
My
blood
blade would have
damage.
shattered and shinned my eye, and I would have taken damage from it.
Trust me, I know what happens next.
He unfortunately makes a horrible superhero landing and fucks his knee.
We need Bane so bad, and nobody has it.
And you're going
We
to
did
take
have someone with it.
8 points of necrotic damage.
But I removed
And then he's gonna go and
I'm
swing
immune
his
to all
wand
that,
down at you.
actually.
it. For a second, go.
And you know this is the first attack, and you manage as you see Budownik get hit the first time, and the one comes flying in at you. You manage to dodge out of the way as he is now hovering 10 feet above you guys. That is going to end his turn. Next up is going to be the map. I'm going to need Voltaire to roll a dexterity saving throw.
I mean, it's slightly cocked, but...
Oh, Nazlith, I need you to roll Constitution saves as well for you and your
You
creature.
took my freaking heat.
Sorry!
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta run!
You doubled up on the heat over there.
Because I was trying to get to Gary.
But there's heat over there.
Okay, let's be perfectly honest about who the people are that are going to be closest to this guy. The two people in this group that are going to be the closest to this dude are the two people with the heat cubes.
Con, you said?
Yeah.
I rolled an 18. My thing rolled a nat 1.
Okay, your 18 is going to save. You're going to take 2 points of damage. It's going to take 4 points of cold damage.
How much
Voltaire, as you get hit with the sliding... As you get hit with the sliding rock, you're going to take 12 points of bludgeoning damage. And as you kind of look up at the rock, you will see both Nazlith and the undead creature on this thing. Like,
Surfing away, dude.
It's not a boulder.
that'll end that turn. Voltaire, what are you doing?
That's a
You're
nice
undead.
boulder.
Okay, so he is floating 10 feet in the air.
First off, I need you to make a Constitution save for me, as you are not in. I'm gonna make sure about this because her heat ring is off.
I've been doing that fucking math in my head. He's definitely not in it.
You are out of the heat ring.
But Gary is within it.
As the boulder shoves you into the side of Gary, and you get a good look at Gary, and you will see that his eyes are closed.
Just roll the damage.
He doesn't appear to be alive at this point in time. Your cold damage is going to be 7.
I haven't been struck by a single monster, and yet I am like close to dying. Literally.
Whose fault is that? You could have been struck by, you could have been struck by monsters plenty of times if you had actually engaged them.
Who went up face to face with the Regalich?
God damn it!
What are you doing with your turn, by the way?
Okay, question.
Yeah.
He is floating 10 feet in the air. If I take out my glaive, can I reach him if I go next to him?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to stow my bow and pull out my glaive. And I'm going to humperdink my butt over to him.
Humperdink,
Can
humperdink.
you go?
30 feet. Can I reach him?
Maybe in the warmth.
Yeah, you can just barely get him if you get into the warmth, right? You're like on the edge of the warmth here. I'm gonna Gary. Boom. As you like finally get into the warmth and right in front of Gary, and are you right in front of Orcus? What are you doing?
I'm going to attack him with my glaive. Am I at disadvantage or anything?
Nope, you are in hand-to-hand combat with this man. I will say it is pitch black out, so this is the first time
I am
you're really
well
getting...
lit within 20 feet of me.
Oh yeah, I'm well aware. So this is the first time you personally are getting like a pretty close-up glimpse of him with the very well-lit light behind you.
17 hit.
17's gonna miss.
Right.
His skin is going to be cracked open in places. You're gonna see what looks like active blood rivers running down through these cracks in his chest. His jaw is gonna almost look like it dislocates every once in a while as it opens up.
Orcus looks this fucked up?
Yes, he looks all intact. He's just a demon. So he's just creepy.
You're just describing his features.
Correct. These are just features.
This is just the way he looks.
This is just life.
Okay.
I'm
going to take my second attack.
Yeah, as he looks down at you and you miss your first attack, what are you doing?
Missing my second attack.
Yeah, you run up to him and you take your 2 swings. The first one actually hits him, and he manages to laugh it off. And you go for a second one, and he kind of dodges you real quick. That's going to end your turn, Willow.
So I held my action to go ahead and give him a potion of healing, but can I do my actual action to move towards him? Because I'm assuming he's not close enough for me to pour potion down his mouth.
Towards who?
Gary.
Yes.
So can I get on the
He's
closer to you?
20 feet from you.
Cool. Closer to you.
25 feet.
I want to get on that side of him.
You have your
Warmth, yeah. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and first do. Can I do Revivify?
Yeah, read Revivify for me.
It's a
You touch a creature that has died within the last minute. The creature returns to life with 1 hit point. The spell cannot return to life that has died of old age, nor has it been restore any missing body parts. So if he died,
Okay.
boop, boop,
Use your Revivify.
Revivify.
And as you run up to Gary,
Take wind and put my hand in his mouth.
Yeah, let me discount.
CPR with my hand. I don't need
stick
mouth
your fingers down and
Just
grab his
yeah.
uvula and be like, "You're not dead."
We're going to die.
108 beats per minute.
Zuckmoy still hasn't shown up yet.
Duckpoint, she's not here yet. Here's how I see this going.
smell bitch,
One of 2
though.
things happens: either we lose and everything sucks, or everybody else just has to deal with just a
as
suck
you
point.
run up to Gary and you have the warm stone in hand, you place your hand upon Garion's face, cast your Revivify. You hear Gary. I didn't go home when I died.
Oh no!
That was not good.
Okay. Cool. So then I'm gonna go ahead and do.
Did Nazlip hear this from here, by the way? What she said?
Yeah, I would say that was pretty vocalized.
Okay.
Very loud, like, oh shit.
She's gonna start to panic a little bit.
Excellent. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my bonus action.
Actually, pause. As you do that, I'm going to have Orcus cast his legendary action. You're gonna watch with his wand one more time, something that you guys didn't see before. He's going to whisper to his wand. Well, who here speaks?
Probably.
We're all looking at our languages now.
I gotta look at my languages.
Bissell?
Oh, fuck it, it's all of them. Fuck it. We'll say he does this telepathically to all of you guys, and you watch his jaw move with the words that he's saying, but you do end up hearing this out loud for the first time.
Take part in death, will you?
Then he cast power word kill.
Fuck.
Final legendary action?
No, not
What does
his.
power word kill mean?
It's not good.
But you watch
Clearly,
as,
it sounds horrible.
Garion
Avada
instantly dies yet again.
It's
right
like
in front of you.
Avada Kedavra, whatever, Harry Potter.
I'm going to need your creature real quick to roll a Constitution save for me, as it is floating in
Well, I'm not done with my
frigid
turn yet.
cold.
Her stuff is so hard to get to. What'd you say, Con?
Yep,
9.
that's gonna fail. It's gonna take 6 points of cold damage. What is the rest of your turn?
Okay, so that was my action. Alright, so that I can't use my action that I held because he's not bloop bloop. Okay, so then I'm gonna go ahead and, because it took me 20 to move.
Yep.
Can I use like the rest of my movement to like hunker
Took
down?
25.
Can I use the rest of my movement to like get down on the ground so he can't see me
Yeah,
and
I will
use
say that you can take
Gary's
half.
body?
Yep, you can take half cover behind
Yeah.
Gary here.
Okay.
I'll give you half cover. You have your heat rock over here with you.
Okay.
And it's kind of like up on the side there.
Cool.
It's like half covering Gary and half.
All right. So then my girl, then I'm gonna have her go ahead and take her action now.
Yep.
So is she able to go ahead and get to Orcus?
Yeah. Definitely.
Cool. I'm gonna have her.
It's about 30 feet to Orcus.
All right, excellent. I'm gonna have her aim for his mouth.
Yeah.
Shut this fucker up. Let me grab her stuff. Sorry.
Gosh.
So she's gonna get 3 attacks on him. She's
This is such an epic.
go ahead
thing.
and try that. And then that's my modifier. Okay. 22.
22 will hit.
Okay, so she's gonna take her first action with her mace and aim for his pretty little mouth
Pretty little mouth.
and do.
She knocks it back into place.
Oh, wow, thank you. I can actually articulate again.
It's like little Nicky.
So
You ever
that's
seen that
7,
movie?
8,
Yeah.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No. Hold on. 7, 8,
You know,
9, 10.
it's been 25
11,
years
12, 13,
since
14,
Happy Gilmore.
15, 16. 17 points of radiant damage
Okay.
for his first hit.
Right there.
She's gonna go ahead and attempt to hit again.
Gray beard hair.
Immediately.
Does 14 hit?
No.
Okay.
But yeah, with the first hit, she manages to hit him right in the mouth. Orcus kind of like kicks back a little bit, cracks his neck. She goes in for a second hit, and he easily manages to dodge.
Her last hit.
And they
that
are
she
now
did.
face to face with each other. What else are you doing?
Yeah, she's gonna do her last one,
You okay?
and then this time she's gonna like pop on the other side of him on the back of his head, and then just like try to hit like his
Yeah.
lower head.
She'll use the rest of her movement to
Yep.
kind of hover over
Is she flanking with me?
over the horns of Orcus. No, she's not flanking.
We were in melee.
You were, but you're still at the,
Bitch, fuck off! That's a nat 20, baby.
My girl!
Nat 20.
I guess technically she would be.
That's what I thought.
Doesn't matter. But good job. Good
Well,
job.
I mean, if I am flanking, do I get to roll my second one as an advantage?
No, D20 is the highest you can go, bro.
Well, no, I get 3 attacks.
No,
Oh.
this is your third.
This is my third attack. Yeah.
So you already got your 20.
So wait, do I just roll again, or do I just double what I got?
You rolled 2 dice.
Okay.
You double the dice.
So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 points of radiant damage on top of that.
Nice. Nice. Good job on the damage. That will end Willow's turn. Next up's going to be Budownik. Budownik, what are you doing?
Did Willow, with her held action, put a potion of greater healing on to Garyon?
No. All she did was...
I couldn't pour it down his mouth, so I just
all
had
she
it.
did was revivify.
Which you'll need to do again.
Great.
now.
Well, yeah, my held action just holds
I
the
am
potion.
going to take my full movement, 30 feet, right to Garyon's head. And as I pass my lover, I will scrape a diamond across his back and gain some sort of electrical charge. Run up to Garyon and be like, we really could use your help, bud. And I'm just going to smash that diamond into his head and cast Revivify myself. Metal as fuck.
Yep, and as you do, Gary, once more. Death twice. That's bad.
Yeah,
You
no.
go home either time.
Here you go, and I'm gonna bonus action pull if you'll let me pull the fucking greater healing potion, uncork it, shove it into his mouth, and close his jaw.
Yeah, definitely, and he just takes it in right there. You're kind of up at the head with him, and you too have your heat element.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're kind of in the midst of healing Gary at this point. Is that your action?
Action, bonus action, and movement, bud.
What are you doing
How
next?
far away am I
You
from
don't have
Orcus
anything
right
that
now?
moves.
Well, first off,
Like
I need you to
Steve
make
or
a
the plate,
Constitution
yeah, that's
save
true.
for me. You
All of
and
my
your,
fucking constructs
undead.
are gone.
Am I outside of your damn
That
heat
was my
circle now?
last 3rd level spell.
15 for
I
Nazla.
have.
That's barely gonna fail.
One of you needs to leave. the
14,
heat.
so both
That's
fails.
both gonna fail. You're each.
You
I'm
want me
sorry,
to
you
toss
could
it
have
with
gone
you?
it.
Follow
You
each
could have
other.
gone from the zombie. You could have gone to the zombie and be like, "Hey, homie,
This
pop it
zombie
in my
was
bag."
mine. I told the zombie to grab it.
As it is now.
You stole it from my zombie.
Frigid,
Yeah, you
frigid,
stole it from
frigid
everyone.
cold.
Can I drop the stone as a free action?
Not at this point. It's too late.
3 health points left on my undead. Hanging on.
What are you doing, Nazlith?
How far away am I from Orcus?
Good. From the wing.
Anybody have the stats on a
You're
potion
about
of greater
35
healing?
feet.
Okay, so he's well
I
within
think I did,
60
yeah, hold
feet
on.
of me.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to
Here you
try and cast Finger of Death on Orcus.
Okay.
It's a con save of 15.
Okay.
We need so much more than that.
Describe it.
I will.
Well, he rolled an 18. And I can
Okay.
tell you his con is pretty good.
He's still gonna take damage, so Nazla's gonna bang her bone staff on the ground, point a finger at him, and tell him to eat shit. So he's gonna take half damage, which is going to be 11.
Topher,
Yeah.
that'll be 11 points of healing from that healing potion,
That you gave to
Gary. That's
He takes 34 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's 15.
That was halved
because it's
already.
+4.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
15.
It's a very powerful spell.
Willow. Go
And
outside.
he is immune to
Totally
necrotic.
immune?
Totally immune.
Of fucking course he is.
So as you cast that spell, and you feel it hit, he lets off a little bit of a chuckle at you.
That's all I have for cantrips after that.
Garyon is no fool like you.
Damn it.
He is aware he dies by my hand. He's lost from all that is real.
And so are you.
I'm going to fly down to be behind Garion.
Yeah, definitely. You fly down off the rock behind Gary. I'm assuming your undead creature's chasing you at this point in time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for him, it doesn't look like he's gonna last too much longer. Does that end your turn?
Yep.
Perfect.
Fuck.
Next up is going to be Orcus. Orcus, seeing you in front of him, naturally, he's going to take his first swing with his wand.
Is that your egg?
Down at you.
I do.
It's a reaction.
38.
To hit. Why'd you even ask?
Just so he didn't try and do stuff, something, I guess. I don't know.
We have 30 minutes.
Dude, guys,
roughly.
we made it
That means
so
he rolled in
far.
17.
We made it so far. We should be proud of ourselves.
I'm
Even if it didn't mean anything.
probably dead.
I'm getting a juice box.
I'm getting a juice box.
You're going to take 25 points of bludgeoning damage as this thing comes across and smacks you almost off of your feet. And as it pierces you with one of its thorns, you are also
gonna take
going to take
55 points of necrotic damage.
14 points of necrotic damage. Wow, I rolled the exact same thing both times as necrotic. 14 points of necrotic damage.
He didn't
As
take
it strikes
anything.
you. He is
You.
going
Oh,
to...
he's hitting me?
oh, it's hitting me.
Oh.
That's why I was confused.
Damn, my cantrip is meant for necrotic damage. There's no point. I have nothing left. I'm gonna have to start meleeing shit.
He's going to literally just fly.
All points count, guys.
You
All
can-
points count.
Do I get a chance of opportunity?
Chance of opportunity, chance of... actually...
So our opportunity attacks at advantage because he is leaving both.
He's actually not leaving your range. But you're going to watch as he just flies.
Just
after he,
move.
like, smacks you down on the ground, you kind of down to your knee. You'll watch as he jumps just right over you, lands right behind you, and he's just going to try to lay a smack down onto Gary.
19.
What?
19
Who's your what?
to hit
Opportunity attack.
Orcus.
Oh, yes. A 19 is going to...
Not hit.
That's going to miss, just barely.
I have a sentinel attack. If he's within 5 feet of me and he's making an attack on another creature, I get a reaction attack.
Okay, you can make your reaction attack now. He's going to hit Gary.
Miss.
Yeah, as he lands behind you, he has this like sixth sense of what is going on this earth at this point with these bracers he's wearing, and he feels the wind coming behind him of your sword. He just pulls his leg in just at the last second as you barely miss, and he begins to just swing down onto Gary, who he's going to give...
He killed him. But there's no death saves here?
Sounds like...
Power kill
You
word
remember-
just kills you.
You remember when Nim died and there was no save?
And you were going to watch as Gary's
Remember,
face,
you remember
just
when Nim
half of it.
died?
If you've watched
It's the same
The
though.
Walking Dead, when
I was about to say.
what is the kid's name who is married? And he
Say
has a kid?
spoiler alert before you say that.
What?
Spoiler.
It's
This
been
is so
out for
long.
like
I've
so
never
long.
seen it.
I stopped watching it. after
I
this
don't
happened,
care.
so.
I'm just saying if you're streaming.
I forgot the
though.
bad guy, but he took the baseball
Shane?
bat to Glenn's head, and
Yeah.
Glenn's eyeball popped out. You watch it.
Wait, Glenn died?
Very
Yeah.
similar thing
So
happens.
sad. He was so good.
Orcus, after dodging the attack on from you, Voltaire, he takes
Gary's eyes
his
popped
wand
out? Yeah.
over and just slams Gary right in the head. You watch as Gary's head just has a nice convulsion in it. Gary is dead right now.
We need Deus Ex Machina at this point, guys.
That is
It's
going
not
to.
gonna happen.
I have Revivify, so I have blind last go at it. I don't fucking know, dude. What the fuck am I supposed to do here?
There's nothing we could do. We're literally.
That is going to end Orcus's turn. Next up is going to be the map, and as this closes into the wall. It's gonna make
Jesus
its
fucking
final
Christ.
slam.
It's final.
I'm going to need Emberly. Or sorry, wow.
Whoa.
She's dead. Willow. I'm gonna need Willow and Nazalith to make dexterity saves. Garen's gonna ultimately fail his dexterity save here.
17. I just barely passed
Barely
it, right?
passed.
21.
21. You both succeed. As you watch this huge rock come flying into you, it's going to absolutely just crush Gary. Gary is now underneath this boulder. You two manage to jump and get up on it. You're right next to your undead again, Nazalith.
This boulder is the deadliest enemy we've fought. Like, no joke. It literally is the scariest thing we've come up against.
You, Budonic, are going to watch as right in front of you where Garyon was moments ago is a large boulder. And Garyon is somewhere underneath it. That is going to end
Can he hear this?
the master. You both took 5 points of damage for that, by the way.
Oh, 5.
Yeah.
5 points damage.
Top of the round, bolt.
Yeah, alright, I'm going to roll my both misses here, so let's see.
And then you are on deck, Willow.
Actually.
Oh my goodness, they both hit. Am I flanking with anyone?
At least me. Come on. At least
I
give us
will
that.
give you the flank with Voltaire. You kind of like look after your swing. You're rather devastated. You
Doesn't
look
matter.
up. You lock eyes
I'm
with
tapped.
boot down and have a moment.
You have to touch
As
him.
you both are holding your weapons, flanking this creature. You look up at him. What are you doing to this creature?
I rolled 27 and a 29, so.
Both hit.
Yeah.
He failed a dex save, which means he's actively
I'm
doing
going to look
something.
at
Right.
Budonic in between his legs and be like, one single tear rolling down my eye. Lidl.
Oh, that's your final words, man.
And I'm gonna fucking try and like slice his Achilles tendon or something. Let's see, D6, D8. That's no D10. That's it. That is gonna be 14 points of slashing and 7 points of electric or lightning damage. Guessing the lightning damage doesn't do much.
The lightning damage is going to be halved. How much?
7. So, is it 3 or is it 4?
It'd be 3.
Okay. And then
What was the other damage?
it was 14,
Total?
17 total.
Okay, that's that one.
And then I'll roll for the other attack. That is 11. Do you have 1?
Hmm?
Do you have 1 if they're resistant? Or is it just round
It
to
would
1?
be 0.
0,
Round
okay.
to 0.
So 11 points of slashing damage. Let's see, one other bonus action.
This feels like we're playing Black Souls.
You guys went from
Dark
so
Souls?
high
Dark
energy,
Souls,
like
what'd I
2
say?
rounds ago.
Dark, you said Black Souls.
Just
Oh, I was thinking of
devastated
Darkness.
this
Yeah, Dark
past
Souls.
round. Oh man.
Like the ending's not
I
even
can cut the tension with
exciting.
A knife. Love it. Dreams up.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's not for
You
me.
can have some kids sitting next to you.
It is.
That will end my turn.
I'm
So-
31 now. I'm 31. I'm not a
Whenever
kid.
I DM, guys, I'm just going to start round 1 off. You're going to be level 1, and I'm going to throw Tarask and be like, we won!
All right, level 15s. That'll end your turn, Willow.
We did
What are you doing?
I'm gonna-
dismiss
I need
the
your
army.
creature to roll
Just saying.
a
It wouldn't have made a difference.
Constitution
It would have made
save
a
for
huge
me.
difference at this point.
You think they would have come with us?
Yes.
He put us where he wanted us.
We walked
could've
right into his
separated
hand, dude.
us. Right,
We walked
we-
right into his hand.
19.
A 19's gonna save. That creature is going to take
At least they'll sing songs about us, about how heroic we were to go to our deaths.
2 points of cold damage.
Right. I'm sure that.
Okay.
the
I'm
demonic
gonna have
people
her
will-
go ahead and make her movement to Orcus.
Yeah,
She has 40,
she's got 40 feet of flight.
and she was just in melee with
She
him.
was,
So yeah.
and she
Can you
can
still send-
just get into
sending?
melee. Yes,
Is he on the ground now?
Orcus is still floating about 10 feet in the air. So for you to attack him, you literally have to be almost like right underneath him to like be fighting him.
So am I possibly able to like hover over
You
Voltaire
are currently over Voltaire.
so that I could be at advantage with Budownik?
Yes, I will give you. If you wanted to come to this side
Yeah.
and plan that out to get your.
We're a triangle.
You definitely.
Yeah.
Can.
Okay,
Did
cool.
you roll? You didn't roll your timeout. You need
Yeah.
to roll your Constitution save for being cold. By the way.
Is he not within 15 feet of me?
Fail, roll the damage.
You're going to take 8 points of cold damage. Sorry. Continue, Will.
16?
16 is going to miss.
Okay.
So as it goes to peck the back of Orcus' head, it manages to hit, but it makes contact with one of the horns. Does absolutely nothing.
17?
17, it's the same thing.
22?
That will hit.
Okay. And then let me, so that was my advantage. Let me roll my last to see if I hit. $22. So 2 of them are going to hit.
Correct.
Okay, so 2 of them are going to hit. 18 points of radiant damage per one.
18?
Another 18 as well. 2 18s.
Oh, wow, okay.
And then, is Voltaire 10 feet away from me or no?
Voltaire is going to be more than 10 feet from you for sure.
Okay.
You are not 10 feet near
How-
anybody. Is
How far, did I use my full 40 to get to?
To where you're at, you haven't
Orcus?
moved. Oh, you wanted to run to Orcus?
Well, yeah,
Oh, you
how
mean
do I?
with this creature.
Yeah, because she
Yeah,
needs to be at least a melee of 10 feet. No, sorry. 5 feet.
She moved her full 40.
She did? Okay,
Orcus'
got it.
range.
All right, excellent. Okay, so then that's her turn. My turn.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna go ahead and is there a way for me to get to some part of Gary's body that's underneath the bolter? Any piece of
I
it.
will let you make as a bonus action an investigation check.
As a bonus action to investigate?
Because it's going to take you looking around at least 3 sides of this rock.
But he was just in front of me.
He's underneath the rock.
He's
though.
underneath it?
Yeah.
So you need to find which side of this rock he is best. Is the
As a
best
bonus
place.
action? That gives me absolutely shite. Okay, fuck it. Whatever.
I suggest when you gotta search
Oh
for
my
things.
god. It's fucking. Investigation?
Yeah.
17.
You're going to have
17.
a heart attack.
So from where you're at, you kind of take. We're gonna use a little bit of your movement for this. You're gonna take a step over, and you're gonna look down where Budownik is. No sign of him. As you kind of walk the edge where it hit the cliff, this rock is cleanly into this cliff. And as you kind of roam around to this back corner, there might be a spot that if you take an action to dig a bit, you could probably get to.
I have
at
to
least
dig?
touch him.
Holy shit. What the fuck?
But it looks like there is a spot there.
I do it, Zoe.
Fuck it. Move me over there. Please, I'm at least in the cold, warm zone for her.
Yet, as you jump down into this kind of corner of this rock, and you find the little tiny crevice, there's some like soft dirt in this area, and you just begin like digging with your hands. I will let you know
Yep, go
what
ahead.
you find
That's fine. That's great.
on your next turn. That'll end your turn. Next up is going to be Budownik. What are you doing, Budownik? As you watch all this chaos ensue, you kind of look up to your left as Willow is obviously looking for something. She jumps off the other side of the rock. You look up. Orcus is in front of you. Underneath Orcus, again, is your loved one. What are you doing?
4 spell slots left, people. Level 2 and 3.
I am Budownik, son of Badzorovsky. 5-time seated Gatling watermelon eating champion, and as long as I live, you will not have the material plane. And I will cast Shatter on his bracers.
Okay.
Sorry, where was it?
His bracers need to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm pretty sure you cheated at one of those contests.
Voltaire says between the legs of Orcus.
I'm pretty sure you cheated on at least one. It's cold out here.
It's so cold.
+5.
Somebody throw a hot rock.
Apparently they save,
Oh my god.
but they still take.
As you feel it make contact with the bracers, but for some reason it just doesn't make enough contact to hold as well as you wanted to. As you yell at him.
5 points of damage to the bracers.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Inorganic materials have disadvantage on their saving throws.
Roll it.
Still 95.
7.
10 points of damage to the fucking bracers. Fuck you and everything you said. Fuck out!
And you're gonna
Ah!
watch as the bracer that's
I'm
in
gonna
the
break this
same
chair.
hand as the wand. You watch as they begin to shake on his arm, and you see a small little crack begin to form in this bracer.
Guess where that celestial's going.
That will end your turn.
That is the end of my turn. Wait. I take my movement to scoot a little closer so that Voltaire is within my warmth zone.
Okay, so you kind of march to the side of Orcus.
Let me use that angle to
Just
get that
so
bracer.
he's into your zone. There, you probably got to move up a little. There you go, right in the middle of that circle there. That will end your turn. Next up's going to be Nazlith. Nazlith, what are you doing?
I'm gonna turn towards Orcus and I'm going to try and hit his hand holding the wand with guiding bolt.
Yeah.
Not nap at 20.
Hits.
Okay. And
Barely.
I forgot to say I cast that at 5th level.
Convenient after it hits.
Huh?
Convenient after.
Ninth
this.
level.
I
mean,
would
I'm
have
sorry, it was
marked
the
it off
first level, guys.
regardless. I am honest. Okay.
You're good.
If you think Devin's honest, y'all don't know her like
Oh
that.
my god.
I believe in her.
Okay. 9. That's 10. 27 points of radiant damage, and the next person to try and hit him has advantage. And
27?
yes,
Nice.
and his hand is glowing. It's because I can cast at 5th level. So his hand is glowing now.
Perfect. Yeah, and you watch as. Do you have a preference on which hand? The one holding
The
the
one
wand
holding
or
the
free
wand.
hand? Yeah, you
Yeah.
watch as his free hand begins to glow.
Wait,
the
no,
one
I
holding
hit
the
the
wand.
wand hand.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
'Cause that's the
what,
one
oh,
with
I'm
the
sorry. I
bracers.
said free hand out loud. I thought wand hand
Yeah.
in my head. The wand hand begins to glow.
Does he lose his grip
Any
at all?
specific color by chance?
Let me see what the spell says. Mystical dim light glittering on the target.
Oh, he's gonna look like Edward Cullen.
Okay, yeah. So as it glows, and you watch his hand, he begins to struggle and loosen up, but with his strength check that I just had him roll, he manages to keep it in his hand, and do some more work with that thing.
As a bonus action, where the fuck is it? Sorry, I have so many like page mark things because I learned stuff that are not on my.
No, you're good.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out a scroll on my bonus action and mutter a spell off of it really quickly. the scroll is gonna light up in flames and dissipate, and I have now activated Far Step off the scroll that was that I took.
Okay.
And so I will use that just to teleport down to the spot where Willow is.
Yeah. Boom.
And I'm just gonna kind of make sure I'm aware, and if I need to step in and help, I will.
Yeah, and you're watching as Willow is just furiously digging at the ground right now.
My
And you are
fingers bleed, they will
You are
bleed.
beginning to see what looks like a black tail of a snake as she kind of is laying there, and you're having like a moment of like, oh crap, I just need a little more. That will end your turn, Naslin?
Yes.
Perfect. Next up is going to be
Not the map, because the
Orcus.
rock just went for its last turn.
yeah, it's Orcus's turn. Orcus is going to look down on you two who are currently fighting him.
It's a pregnant pause.
As he kind of looks down at both of you, you watch as he looks back and forth, almost as if he's like indecisive.
I'm flipping him off.
I will also double bird this motherfucker.
The Celestial will.
Bring it, bitch.
And I let out a nasty
Bring it.
snarl.
Eat me!
And he kind of looks down at both
The
you.
Celestial
And
screams.
ultimately, he gets a good stare just right at Voltaire.
Your skin will look great hanging above my fireplace.
And as he begins to reach out and touch you,
Reach out and touch me.
he grabs you on the head. I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution save.
Yeah, I've been great at those tonight. Let's. Con,
Plus what? Plus what?
Con. That is 22.
How you looking?
Are going to save. However, you're gonna take half of this necrotic damage.
Hope for a low roll, guys.
At least my Celestial can drop down and heal you.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Just like that guy moved. I was like, dude, you're 40 feet wide. Damn.
You're gonna take.
Three. There was a in there.
Sorry, I forgot to half it.
He's about to say 30.
39 points of damage.
Sorry, I'm doing
That-
that.
Wow.
Yeah,
this
you're
is
like-
a
Chris, let's
struggle
put it this
bus.
way: if it's more than 8, I'm dead.
Yeah, you're actually gonna take 19 plus 15.
Yeah. He's
Okay,
down.
So,
okay. Voltaire falls down.
If a humanoid is killed by this spell,
Killed?
a
It's dead.
humanoid is killed by this spell. Oh, don't worry about that. Yeah, so you fall to the ground as he reaches out and touches you with the finger of death.
Which is what I try to use on him, motherfucker.
That is going to. Actually, you know what? He's going to go ahead and take the attacks of opportunity from both Budownik and your creature.
Not gonna hit.
He's going to take his
How
movement.
far away was he
Get
from
the
me?
fuck away, dude.
Was he in melee?
He was 10 feet from you.
Fuck.
So if you can't, you can't. As your creature attempts
Missed.
to make his attack, he misses. As you guys watch Orcus fly over towards the rock that is near your guys' friends. That will end Orcus's turn with Voltaire on the ground, unconscious. Currently, Garion is under a rock.
Do I make a death saving throw?
Not yet.
Not
Not until your next turn, right?
yet.
Isn't it my turn?
I'm gonna make a couple things I need for Gary. And we are going to end here tonight
Oh
with
my
Gary
god.
at 2 death saves. One, he's failed twice, succeeded once. Being hit has caused him to fail one of those 2 times. That's one of those fails. You are currently unconscious on the ground. Orcus is currently maneuvering the map as he speaks. You guys are doing some good damage to him. You're doing
Feels like it. Feels like it.
You're doing some good work. Unfortunately, we'll see how
half our team is hamstrung trying to save Gary.
That's gonna be a short episode.
We'll see how this battle ends.
Really short episode.
Next time.
Yeah, it's gonna be very short.
We'll see you all next week. Thank you for watching. If you have been watching, we have like 15 consistent viewers. So those people, thank you. You guys all.
They're fucking aces, man.
Yeah, it's usually after we stream, but that's okay. We'll take it wherever we can.
Do you still have
We appreciate
healing
you.
or
Happy
greater
birthday to
potions
both
left?
Matthew today and Mike tomorrow.
Yeah, it's been a really great birthday. Getting real fucked on.
Sorry, Voltaire just went
Got
down
straight
for his
fucked.
birthday. We'll see what happens next week on the Witness Guild. Bye! I didn't have the slideshow set up.